What's goody, Shellitronnn here, and I am back at it again with not a video, but a live stream here. This is me giving, halfway making good on a promise to give a post-game analysis of what happened this week against the Panthers and the Bucks. The final score ended up being 17 Panthers, 31 Bucks. The Bucks went out home. The Bucks go ahead and get their first victory of the 2020 season. It was a game that was in the division where both teams were looking for their very first win. But although this was a game where the Panthers actually had a very fair shot to, if not win, but tie it up very late in this game, it just did not happen. I think, once again, the best way to describe this game was what Ron Rivera always said in his post-game pressers. It was basically missed opportunities. Now, if you're in the chat right now, I don't know if I will exactly be going ahead and interacting with the chat a whole lot, very heavy. This is just going to be kind of like my way of doing a video without setting up my camera, shooting the video, editing, and uploading. I really wanted to get something up tonight because, look, I said I would, had a bit too much water to drink, took a quick little nap, didn't want to take a nap, but when you gotta sleep, you gotta sleep. Took a quick little nap, and we are back at it right now. Let me fix my camera real quick. I had to redo all of my scenes earlier today. This is a live look in the behind the scenes of what goes on during these video making processes. But yeah, 17-31 for the Buccaneers. And if you just look through what we see in these stats, it's not very encouraging. You see the Panthers did get more first downs than the Bucks. It was 18 passing first downs to 11, and then both teams got 5 rushing first downs. The run game actually wasn't really, if I remember correctly, it wasn't really all that big. Neither team really had a huge day on the ground. Now, Leonard Fournette, when it got a little bit later, he did start just pushing the ball and making a huge effort. I mean, look, 12 carries for 103 yards is big. 2 touchdowns, 8.6 yards per carry. I can't say that's nothing, but once the game kind of got out of hand, Leonard Fournette started to really push the ball, and that was really more toward the middle part of the third quarter. Even though, look, the game was already out of hand in the first half, but it seemed like there was something for the Panthers to fight for. The game is never over at the half unless you're up by 3 touchdowns, and we were not down by 3 touchdowns. Leonard Fournette, he was the last player to get the ball. We saw, first it was Ronald Jones, then it was Shady. Leonard Fournette touched the ball, I think, for the first time at the very end of the first quarter. I actually was not 100% sure just how effective he would be. I was actually looking for him, like, what was happening here? We were going ahead and we were seeing a whole lot of Ronald Jones. We saw Shady on a bunch of short little passes. Sometimes there were swings, sometimes there were screens. But I was like, where's Leonard Fournette, and when are we going to see him? Well, I asked that question way too soon. 12 carries, not very many reps at all. But when you get 100 yards on just over 10 carries, you did your damn job. Look, 103 yards. Like I said, 2 touchdowns. He is, look, the second running back we've gone against that has had 2+ touchdowns on us. And if Ronald Jones didn't have that other easy touchdown, I think it was a handoff to the right side of the field, it really could have been Leonard Fournette being the second running back in a row to get 3 touchdowns on us in a single game. It is not too far out of the realm of possibility that we could have had back-to-back games where a running back got 3 touchdowns on us. But it has been back-to-back games where we've allowed 3 rushing touchdowns. We have to be best, or I guess worst, in the league, and that stat. What up, y'all in the chat right now, man? We trash, upload, done, something like that. Scotty Miller did not really get the kind of looks I thought he would. I thought he would get a lot more receptions, If I told you to start Scotty Miller in fantasy or especially DFS, I'm sorry I lost you your money. Look, it is what it is. It was really weird. He had some really weird targets. I think Tom Brady tried to force it to him a little bit too much. Even though he had 3 targets, they all felt forced. Every single one of the passes to him felt forced. Even the rush attempt he got felt forced. In the same way, Curtis Samuel, his rush attempts felt a little bit forced. He had 4 carries for 26 yards. That's a good average, but he also had 14 yards on 1 run. So out of the next 3 carries, he had 12. And even though, 4 carries for 12 yards, that's averaging 3.0. That's decent, I guess. Not really. But the run game for Curtis Samuel, who did play running back at the Ohio State, this wasn't there. The first couple runs were just got stuffed. It didn't look good. C-Mac, 18 carries for 59 yards, averaging 3.3. He did get 2 carries on the ground, but that did not look good either. This coordinator, nah, probably not. Probably not. You told me to start him, but I didn't listen, and Mike popped off. Mike who? Evans? Over Scotty Miller? Yeah, you're right. Yeah, I thought Scotty would get a lot better, a lot more receptions because Brady just loved him against the Saints. Yeah, Mike Evans put in work. I should have told you, look, if you ever asked me who of our opponents you should ever start, I say flip a coin. It don't matter to me. Look, the run game, the run defense is not there. Pass defense was never there. I told you. Someone asked me before the game and said, look, hey, Shells, do you believe it's going to be Dante Jackson or Rasul Douglas or Mike Evans? I did not answer them. My response was, does it matter? I said, it does not matter which one of them is on him. I said, Dante cannot hold Mike Evans. I said, Rasul Douglas is the best corner on this team, but being the best corner on this team no longer means you can hold Mike Evans. Just last year that meant that. 2 years ago it meant that. 3 years ago it meant that. But what we've seen so far is that Rasul Douglas is not built to stop Mike Evans. And we already know Dante is not built to stop Mike Evans. The problem here is just that there is no one on this team who is really a ball stopper. There's no ball hawks in general, but there's no one here on this defense who is actually going to consistently stop the ball. Whether it's in the run game, whether it's in the pass game, there is no one here that can really, really, really stop the ball. I can go over all the things we did wrong, all the things we had mistakes with. Play calling was such a weird mix of, that looks pretty decent right there. That could work. And what the hell is Matt Rule or Joe Brady looking at right now? What would possess you to do this? Like I see Jeremy Chin has 1 rush for 1 yard. That was on the fake field goal attempt where we attempted a fake at the 35-yard line. Oh no, it was a fake punt. It was a fake punt on the Bucs 35-yard line. If you guys know anything about field goal kicking, about the 35-yard line is around where you definitely think you're in field goal range. If you don't know, the snap on field goals is 7 yards usually, and between the goal line and the uprights is 10 yards. So whatever line of scrimmage you're at, you add 17 yards, and at the 35-yard line, 35 plus 17 is 52. 52 yards is definitely within NFL kicker range. You usually would not look. No team is punting it at the 35-yard line unless their kicker that same day had missed kicks from 50 or even 45, 40-ish. So it was a very obvious situation to scout and say, these motherfuckers really aren't about to punt this ball. Let's make sure we don't get fooled by anything. Jeremy Chin gets the snap, and that's the only player who could have got a snap. If C-Mac is on the field on that play, he gets stopped immediately. It's even more obvious it's a fake. You can't have any player who played offense in that position. It'll be more, and it'll be way too obvious it was going to be a fake. Even though it was already way too obvious it was a fake. It was bad. Could we use Earl Thomas? Why? Why? What would Earl Thomas do on this defense? Probably nothing. What would he do for the offense? Probably nothing. With Earl Thomas is one of the players who would add wins to this team, but we're looking like the win total right now is 4 or 5. What would getting 6 to 7 wins do for us? Does Earl Thomas make us a playoff berth team? Does Earl Thomas make us a deep playoff run team? Let's be real here. Probably not. We don't need, and plus, and what would you pay Earl Thomas? Do you think Earl Thomas would accept a low amount of money to play for a team that's not going to the playoffs? I don't think so. Earl Thomas, these players who are actually good, the older players who are good, like someone told me we should look at Sherman in this offseason. Players who are that good and that old are looking for one of two things, either big contracts or a chance to win another ring, and the Panthers cannot offer either of those things right now. So no, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if I think the team could use Earl Thomas. Earl Thomas is not coming to the Panthers. Earl Thomas is not coming to the Panthers. I'll tell you that right now. It doesn't matter what locker room cancer you think he may or may not be. It doesn't matter. He won't choose to come to the Panthers. Earl Thomas will not sign with us. Why am I so mad? I'm not mad. I call this a loss. I said it would be 17-38. Actually, I thought it would be a bigger point gap. I'm not mad at all. I called this loss. I called a multi-touchdown loss. I'm not mad. I knew this was going to happen. What I don't like is talking about bringing in Earl Thomas when that would ruin the cap room. Any cap room we have for an attempt to maybe get 1 or 2 more wins, it's not going to happen, all right? That's just not going to happen. That's the only thing I'm even slightly upset about, and I'm not even mad about that. That's not even a big deal to me. I have no worries about that at all. It's not going to happen. Whether or not we conjecture about it, it's not happening, so I have no worries about it in the least bit. We did see 2 receivers go over 100 yards. Now, no receiving touchdowns. Teddy Bridgewater did not throw any touchdowns, but DJ had 8 receptions for 120. Robbie had 9 receptions for 109. And Mike Davis actually had 8 receptions for 74 yards. Now, when I said that, remember last week I said that our big 3, meaning Curtis, DJ, and Robbie, they had 8, 8, and 9 targets. Well, this game, DJ had 13 targets. Robbie had 10 targets. Curtis Samuel only had 2 targets, even though he did have 4 rushing attempts, so 6 touches on the game. I said I don't think that that these receivers are going to get even targets. Like, it's not going to be a very balanced attack in the receiving game. We won't see these guys get the same number of targets every single game, so it is kind of a coin flip. But DJ and Robbie both getting over 100 is pretty good. Teddy had almost 400 yards, 367, no touchdowns, and 2 interceptions is not a good game by any standard of measurement. It's not a good game. It's a bad game, actually. It's a bad game. But 33 of 42, only missing 9 passes, that's not too bad. 2 of those were interceptions, so we have to understand that. And he also did lose a fumble. That was not very good on our part. But, I mean, strictly numbers-wise, I had a feeling Teddy might touch 30-plus attempts. I had a feeling he might get 300-plus yards, but I did not think it would be 0 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, and that he would get sacked 4 times or 5 times. I did believe this Bucks defense was a little bit better than that Raiders defense, and I knew he would get touched. But 5 sacks, especially when maybe 2 of them at least, 2 of those sacks were definitely avoidable. I saw Teddy Bridgewater holding the ball just a little bit too much. I did not like that. That was actually a very big issue to me. I thought he was trying to play the hero a little bit too much instead of making the smart play. especially on that fourth down pass where he threw it to Mike Davis over the middle, where he could have thrown the ball away and we could have saved time. It was before the 2-minute warning. We could have had an additional stoppage of time, but instead he made a complete pass to Mike Davis. It was a very weird situation. And yes, like the OFL podcast said, CMC did get hurt. He's having an MRI tomorrow. It looked like he was walking on his own weight, but you still have to see how things are going. When I ruptured my Achilles tendon, like way back, this is a minute ago. This is a while ago. I was actually still walking on it. I actually did not know that I ruptured it. I had no clue that I had lacerated my Achilles tendon. I was walking on it, no pain, until the moment I turned around and saw that it was actually ripped out of my skin. I don't think I've ever talked about that on this channel before, but yeah, I completely lacerated the back of my ankle. My muscle, my Achilles tendon was hanging out of my body, and I was still walking calmly. I did not know. I cut every single nerve ending. I did not know. I was walking on my own weight. I don't think it was that serious for CMC, but it is possible it's a much bigger issue just because we saw him, walking on his own weight. It could be anything there. We'll have to see. But yeah. No, Brian, no. Not at all. See what I tell you? Dante did good today? Stop that. Don't be dumb. Don't be dumb. Dante looked good today. Tom Brady threw a very bad pass that sailed over his receiver, and Dante was just in the right spot. Was that a coverage interception? Was that an interception that was from really good coverage from Dante? Or was he just standing? Did he happen to be standing on top of grass and the ball came to him? Did Dante look good? Did he not let in a touchdown from Mike Evans? Or am I imagining this and that interception was a very good coverage interception and that just automatically cancels out the 6 points he lets in from Mike Evans? I don't know. Dante Jackson happened to be in the right spot. He happened to be in a spot. It wasn't him being in the right spot. He happened to be in a spot, and Tom Brady just threw the ball very, very terribly. That's the same thing as if I said that, who was on the interception? It was, I think it was Carlton Davis? No, it might have been Jordan Whitehead on that one. Am I going to call the interception that Teddy threw on that screen pass to Christian McCaffrey where he just overthrew C-Mac by 4 or 5 yards? Was that a good coverage interception? Or is there just a defensive back that happened to be at that spot and he watched Teddy Bridgewater throw a terrible pass and said, "Oh, okay, it's in my hands now. Let me just go ahead and fall down and hold on to this ball if I might." Anyone in this stream right now could have caught that ball. That does not make you a good coverage cornerback. That does not make you a consistent cornerback. And that's the biggest thing I said about Dante Jackson. It's not that I think he's bad. I don't think Dante's actually a horrible football player, or that he has no skills, or that he can't do anything. I've said he has the tools to be a good cornerback. He is just wildly inconsistent, and if he makes a mistake, he will blame everyone but himself. My opinion of him has not changed. That was not a coverage interception. He was in the right spot for a poorly thrown ball. I will never I'll say thank you for catching the ball. Thank you for holding on to it. Thank you for catching the actual ball that gets gifted to you. But I'm not going to call someone a good defensive back who just happens to be on the field and the quarterback makes a very bad throw. That doesn't make you a good corner. I would never call someone a good corner for catching a bad pass that was thrown right to them. That's not what makes you an NFL corner. That makes you a good high school corner. That makes you a good Pee Wee or Pop Warner corner if you can catch the ball if it's thrown to you. But that does not make you a good NFL corner, and it for sure does not make you consistent. It is what it is. The O-line wasn't that bad. I feel like the O-line had more issues this game than the Raiders game. The problem, I think, with the 5 sacks, I think at least 2 of them were Teddy Bridgewater's fault. Didn't like what I saw there. But early on in the game, the defense looked pretty solid, decently solid. We started the game off with a 3-and-out. The Bucks. I keep saying the Patriots. It's gonna be really hard thinking of Tom Brady on the Bucks. But the Bucks went 3-and-out, got the ball right back, and we try to do things. Look, we turned it over pretty early in this game, and things looked really bad in the first half. It was 21-0. Look, going into the second half, 21-0. It was a very, very bad look when you don't score at all in the first half, and when the opposition scores multiple touchdowns, more than 2 touchdowns. It's a very bad situation. Mekhi Becton over Derrick Brown, I'm not sure about that. The DPI against him was BS and led up to a touchdown from Tampa Bay. Was that a bad pass? Was that a bad call? I've seen refs not call that, and I have seen refs call that. That's one of those ones where it's like, okay, he did that. Was there contact before the pass came in? Was there contact? Yes. Have I seen that be a no call? Also yes. But have I seen that get called before? Also yes. I think it depends on the ref you get. I think it depends on other stuff. But that wasn't a call that doesn't like not get called in other situations. I've seen that get called a DPI in numerous games. Definitely enough games to make me say that wasn't a bad call. But I will say I have seen that be a no call numerous times. Terrible offseason from the GM. This is not a good team. I don't know. Not a good team. There's not much that I saw in the box score. OJ Howard didn't do anything. Gronk did nothing. Only 1 target that was just way above his head. That ended up being a DPI. OJ Howard didn't get anything. Scotty Miller had 3 targets, 2 catches for 11 yards. It wasn't like the sleepers on this team did anything to us. It was Mike Evans. I thought it would be the sleepers who did some work against us. It wasn't that. It was Mike Evans, 100%. 104 yards. Next closest player had 2 receptions for 48 yards. That was Justin Watson. The Tampa Bay offense is what we thought it was. You pick one of these running backs, whether it's going to be Ronald Jones, Shady, or Leonard Fournette, and hope you can stop one of them. And if you can't, then hope you can stop Mike Evans. Turns out we couldn't do either one of those things. Dante is really good, but he can't shut down one of the best receivers in the league. That's just not true. Steven, really good. Define really good. And you're saying Sherm and Stephon Gilmore couldn't do that? There were a couple years where James Bradbury did that to Mike Evans. Let's not get too confused here. There were several years where James Bradbury did that to Mike Evans. Let's not say that Mike Evans is an unguardable player in the league and he can't get stopped. He will never get stopped. That's just not true. That's just not true. Carolina, 2018. This was November 4th, 2018, playing Tampa Bay. Mike Evans had 1 reception for 16 yards, no touchdowns. Second game of the year, Mike Evans had 4 receptions, 6 targets, 48 yards, no touchdowns, only 2 first downs. That was that Stephon Gilmore or Richard Sherman guarding him? No, that was not. Mike Evans is very guardable. Tampa Bay vs. Carolina, Mike Evans in 2019, September 12th, 4 receptions, 8 targets. He had 61 yards, no touchdowns. Was that Stephon Gilmore, Richard Sherman? No, that was James Bradbury. Mike Evans is very guardable. Next game, he had 9 receptions, 17 targets. 17 targets, 9 receptions, 96 yards, 0 touchdowns. Neither one, have you reached the game yet? That's 2 years straight, 4 games where Mike Evans did not touch 100 yards and did not get a touchdown on James Bradberry. Does it take Ryan? Does it take Richard Sherman? Does it take Stephon Gilmore to stop Mike Evans? No, it does not. Mike Evans is stoppable. James Bradberry is gone, and what do we see here? James Bradberry is gone, and we see Mike Evans in the first game he plays against Carolina, where James Bradberry is not here. He gets 7 receptions, 104 yards, and a touchdown. Please do not speak to me about a player being unstoppable or not being guardable when there was a player on this team, on this roster, who stopped him literally every single time he played against this team. So, Jameis is very inconsistent. I'm glad you said that. You know what? Let's talk about that. That's a very good point to make. Okay, in their first game against New Orleans, Mike Evans had 7 targets, 7 receptions, 147 yards, and a touchdown. A game against Philly, 10 receptions, 83 yards, and a touchdown. Game against Pittsburgh, 6 receptions, 137 yards, and a touchdown. Didn't do that against Chicago. I think that was the year they got Eddie Jackson. Didn't do it against the Falcons. 107 yards against the Browns. 179 yards against Cincinnati. 16 yards against Carolina. And then he proceeds to have 4 more 100-yard games. None of them against Carolina. I can keep going. Please, I've made several videos about how James Bradberry stopped not just Mike Evans, but he also stopped Michael Thomas, and he also stopped Julio Jones numerous times for 3 years. Let's not say it was Jameis Winston's fault, because Jameis Winston is also the guy who got this man to 1,500 yards in one season. In 2018, he had 8 touchdowns. This is also the guy who got Michael Thomas almost 1,200 yards in only 13 games, right? And 8 touchdowns in 2019. Let's not pretend that Jameis Winston never did anything for Mike Evans and Jameis Winston was holding Mike Evans back. Look, I get you like Dante Jackson. I'm not gonna. If you think it's no fault, if you think Dante's the best corner we have and that Dante's a really, really, really good corner in the NFL, I'm not gonna argue with it. But tell someone else that, because I can bring facts to the table. You feel me? I can bring facts to the table every single time. Like, look, I'm not the kind of person who will say, well, I guess you're right. Maybe you're right. I don't know. I will always look it up. I can look it up very easily. And Dante Jackson, if you're talking about inconsistent, Dante is the definition of inconsistent. I'm not gonna lie to you, bro. But I do like that I like the passion you have. You have a lot of passion for Dante Jackson. That's good to see. But come on, bro. Let's not call Dante a really good corner. I think the word great has lost its meaning, but come on, let's not let really good lose its meaning. Really good is not showing up 3 or 4 weeks out of the year and putting up numbers and then getting beat to sleep every other week. That's not what really good is. Inconsistent is not really good. Blame deflecting, blaming coaches, and lying is not really good. It just is not. Getting beat on a streak when your best talent is speed by a 5th string receiver on the Falcons is not really good. It is what it is. It is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, you don't think James Bradberry was very good. You think Dante Jackson's better than James Bradberry. Okay, that's cool. It is what it is, bro. In order to be inconsistent, you have to be good sometimes. Yeah, I'd rather have an average player than a player that I don't know what I'm going to get out of them week to week, especially if they lean toward not being good more games than not, especially if they're scared to tackle. Anyway, if you believe that Dante Jackson is better than James Bradberry, or if you believe that Dante Jackson deserves an extension to get paid, then that's you. I'm not going to argue with you. You have to give me specific evidence that supports that, but I'm not going to hear it, honestly. I just don't think Dante Jackson is a very good corner, and inconsistency does not keep you in the league for a long time. Being inconsistent does not keep you in the league for a very long time. But this is a game where you just press the play button on the recorder and you just listen to Ron Rivera say missed opportunities, because this is a game that actually was kind of winnable. It ended up being 17-24 in the fourth quarter, I'm pretty sure, and the Panthers just gave it up one more time, and it looked like we were in very good shape to tie the game up, maybe go to OT, but maybe get a stop late and get a field goal, maybe, but just more and more missed opportunities. I feel you, Caleb. But yeah, no. Oh, I see. But nah. Dante is good sometimes. Dante's actually good sometimes. I've seen Dante play well, but he plays poorly more often than he plays good. And then the whole argument about Jameis throws it up, hopes for the best. 50% Jameis playing bad, 50% Bradbury being good. You have to also explain how Bradbury shut down Julio Jones and Michael Thomas for 3 years. For 3 years. And then tell me whether you believe that has anything to do with anything, whether you believe Dante Jackson is an upgrade from James Bradbury, and how that connects to your point about whether or not Dante Jackson is a good corner. Or actually, you said really good corner. You said really good. I have to know what your criteria for a really good corner is, what your criteria for just a above average corner is, and at least 3 other names that you would say are really good corners in the NFL, and how Dante Jackson compares to them. If you can't give me that, if you can't tell me 3 corners who you would call very good, and that you think that Dante Jackson is in the same league as, I don't want to hear you say very good when you describe Dante Jackson. That I have no interest in hearing just words that have no meaning, because words have to have meaning. There's two things I care about talking about sports. One is context, and 2, words have to have meaning. I don't like calling people great out of nowhere for no reason. Great has to mean something. It's one of my biggest pet peeves. People call players great or whatever, and they're just good players. They had some good plays here and there, or they're just very good players. Greatness has to mean something, and when you call someone very good, it's not the same thing as great, but it's also not the same thing. I wouldn't call Dante very good. Like very good, very good. Very good gets you contract extensions. Very good means you are dependable. Is Dante dependable week in and week out consistently in all facets of the game, meaning coverage and tackling? I don't know. There's a lot of players I would describe as very good before I even thought of Dante Jackson. Still need more sacks. Well, against the Raiders, that was never going to happen. The Raiders have a really good O-line and a scheme. And this week we had no K'Wan Short, and there was just no pressure at all. No pressure equals no sacks. Although, actually, no sacks. No sacks at all, 2 weeks straight. We're going for the Triple Crown this upcoming week. I don't know if we get a sack in this upcoming game. I do want to see how K'Wan Short looks. If KK looks healthy, we can make a move from there. Douglas? Oh, he's spamming? Yeah, don't spam, bro. If James Bradbury covered all them good receivers, and how we know Dante can do it, if you're criticizing Dante for not being good, if he don't get a chance to guard the good receivers, because he gets beat by bad receivers. Dante gets beat by bad receivers. Bro, I don't think we can't have a conversation right now. Look, Dante can't cover bad receivers. So how am I going to give him a chance to cover good receivers? Dante has not consistently covered the number 2 receivers and look good. You see how that works? A guy can't be LeBron without first being at least a Paul George. You have to at least be a damn, I don't know, Devontae Graham before you can be a Steph Curry, or before you can be a Bradley Beal. You have to at least be something before you become a number 1 kind of player. You feel me? You don't just say, well, why don't you give him the number 1 job and see if he's good? If he looks bad at guarding guys who are below number 1, How are you going to say, well, that's not evidence that he can't be number one? Why not play him against better players when he can't play against worse players? That makes that makes no sense. I mean, logic, if you just think about what you said, just think about what you just typed. Think about what you just typed and try to understand that it makes no sense. You feel me? It makes no sense at all. We don't know if he can be good, even though he's played against worse talent and been inconsistent against worse talent. But if you don't see him against players who are even better than the players he gets beat by, then maybe you don't know if he can be a number one corner, because at least he's not getting beat by the better dudes. He's only getting beat by the worst dudes. But if somehow you give him a chance to get like 6-7 weeks against the better players, he can prove he's a very good corner, even though the players who he gets beat by are worse than the players you want him to start covering now. It makes no sense, bro. I would rather it's all good. It's all good. Carolina lost competitive games. Calm down. Oh, calm down. Was this Tampa Bay Buccaneers game competitive? The Raiders game was. The Raiders game was. There was a chance for this game to get competitive, but let's not forget that both Shady McCoy and Scotty Miller dropped easy touchdowns that hit them in the hands in the end zone. Both players dropped a 17-38 game. This could have very easily been a 24-point game. Ended up being only 14, but 21. This could have been a 21-point game. It was only 14, but two players on the Bucs did drop touchdowns in the end zone, just in their hands. All you have to do is secure the catch, hold on to it, and you're out of there. This game was a little bit closer than the score. The score was closer than the game would have led you to believe. The score is closer than you would believe if you had watched the game. If you watched the game, it looked like the Bucs took their foot off the pedal a little bit, and they started making really weird mistakes in the second half. No. This game was not competitive. Losing by 14 when it should have been 21 is not competitive. That's not competitive at all. At all. Wes is the booter. That's what's up. What do you mean? Oh, I see. I feel you. Yeah, I feel you. Didn't Dante and Corn get cooked by DK? You're going against Russell Wilson. I think that was mostly Corn. I don't think Dante was playing against DK that week. Also, I think that was the week. I think Corn got in the game because Dante got hurt. Was he in the game before that? I'm not all that sure. I think Dante was hurt when. Also, wait, was that even DK? I think that was other dude on the Seahawks that was really cooking them. I don't think it was DK. That game. Hope for Willie G? I mean, I got hope for something, you feel me? I got hope for something. Okay, yeah. Dante Jackson is a very good corner. Dante's a very good corner. He deserves to get extended. I agree with you. I agree with you. Dante Jackson deserves to get extended, and he deserves to get franchise cornerback money. He deserves to get franchise cornerback money. Extend Dante Jackson at the end of this year. Right now. David Moore? It should have been a loss by 28 points. Yeah, Scotty and Shady drop passes to the end zone. I mean, I feel like if one happened, I think an opportunity doesn't happen for the other one. If I'm mistaken, I could be mistaken. But it could have definitely been a 21-point loss. This was not a competitive game. This was a game where we had a chance to come back and we messed up, made another mistake. But I would not have called this game competitive. I would say, if anything, the Bucs just stopped playing for real, and we had an opportunity to come back late. But then they said, "Oh yeah, we're the Bucs, you're the Panthers. Let's stop playing around." Dude trolling me? Yeah, I think he's trolling me. I actually can't tell. I'm actually really bad at telling if guys are trolling or not. It's hard. It's really hard when people start I don't want to say simping, but they start really talking about Dante Jackson heavy. It's like, are they trolling me Are they being serious about Dante? Do they watch the games, or do they just look at the stat sheet and say, well, he had he had 3 or 4 picks this year. I mean, that means Dante's a good corner. I'm not 100% sure. Do they listen to the post game sessions? Do they see what's going on in the field? I'm not sure, but I think he's serious. I think dude is serious. He just loves Dante Jackson. That could be Dante's cousin. I don't know. Wouldn't be the first time I had a player's family member talk to me and try to convince me that a player that I thought was average at best was better than he is. Make mistakes early. I think it was more of play calling this game. There was some very strange play calling. I thought some very strange formations on offense. Even though the O looked good, it was just very, very costly mistakes, especially the 2 interceptions. And, well, 1 interception for sure was bad. The fumble from Teddy Bridgewater, both of those just weird. The first interception being the one on that screen pass to C-Mac that was wide open. He just lofts it over the top. That was strange. That could have been the 18-mile-an-hour winds. He just threw it soft to C-Mac, and the ball just lofted over him. I don't know if that was all wind. I don't know where the wind was moving, so I couldn't say that for sure. The fumble I thought was a bad play. The fumble was on a weird play, a terrible formation where they had Mike Davis in the backfield. CMC was at the flanker position, and he went pre-snap motion over to the left side, and it was a passing down, and it was weird. All of it was weird. Teddy steps up to pass, and then someone comes in and just hits him, knocks the ball out. It was all in all just a weird play design that I think was built. I think it was designed to get in the Bucs' head that, hey, we might have CMC and Mike Davis on the field at the same time, but that's no guarantee that if Mike Davis is on the field, it's going to be a guaranteed run. You might see us do some other things. Also, if you see CMC on the field at the same time, that doesn't mean that we're just going to pass it. We're not going to automatically pass the ball to CMC on those plays. You could get any kind of look out here, but it ended up just failing. Got a fumble on that play. It was bad. It was bad. We ain't played that bad. We just made bad mistakes. Those sound like the same thing to me. The defense did play bad. The offense made some bad mistakes. I think that's true for the offense. What you said about the offense, that makes sense. But for the defense, the D just did not show up. We get gassed kind of quickly, and that's what I was talking about. When you see things like when you see that KK's out and you have Zach Kerr in there, it's Zach Kerr starting, but who's backing him up? You feel me? Zach Kerr isn't going to play every single down. You see when YGM's not in there, he only played 16 snaps, but 16 snaps was 25%. You feel me? So when Weatherly comes out at defensive end, who's going in for him? Is it Marquise Haynes? Is it F.A. Abada? There's more to these guys being out than just who's going to start in place of them. Because for the most part, these guys aren't playing 100% of the snaps, right? So it's like when those guys get tired or get dinged up a little bit, maybe get a stinger or whatever, come out the game for 2 or 3 plays, who's coming in for those guys, and just how big of a target is on those guys' back when the backup, who's now the starter, gets taken out. And now we have a third string player in their spot. You feel me? Bucks suck? They're not that great. But if the Bucks suck, then I don't know. I couldn't call it. Yes, I am Dante's cousin. Okay, I feel you. Derrick Brown was low-key looking good out there. I mean, he extended a drive on 3rd and what would have been 4 after it was 3rd and 9 with that unnecessary roughness penalty. After the play, Shady was already down and he falls on Shady. Very next play was a touchdown. Derrick Brown made some mistakes out there. Derrick Brown made some pretty big mistakes. And you know what? That's another big thing. Penalties was a huge issue for us. I did not like how many penalties we had. It was only 4. Actually, 9. It was 9. 9 penalties for 77 yards. That wasn't good. I mean, look, 4 turnovers, 2 fumbles, 2 picks. Look, it just did not look very good. It did not look very good. You feel me? We are not the worst NFL team. Yeah, for sure we're not. Yeah, we're definitely not. Definitely not. But we're not out of the bottom 10. I'll tell you that much. Dolphins are worse. I think the Jets are worse. Broncos could be worse. Broncos probably worse. Bengals, we would probably lose to the Bengals. Texans are just a weird team in general. They're better than their record. We're better than the Giants, for sure. Eagles have some issues. We're definitely not better than the Vikings. Vikings are 0-2. We are not better than the Vikings. Will the Lions beat us? I don't know, actually. We probably get beat by the Falcons. They put up points. The Falcons will put up points. They just have a dog meat defense. They'll put up points against us. So we're not the worst team in the league, but we're definitely not outside the top 10, outside the bottom 10. Yeah, 11 teams 0-2, but there are some teams who are better than that 0-2 record, and there's quite a few teams that we're not as good as. Texans are not good. Texans are better than us. Yeah, Derrick Brown isn't trash. Yeah, patch the D and Carolina is fine. What do you mean by patch the D? Which level of the defense do we start at? Because there are problems at every single level of the defense. D-line, linebacker, and a secondary. There's more than just patching, right? There's more than just patching. Patching is just get a player healthy or add one player and you're straight. If you have a problem at every single level of the defense and maybe even multiple players at the same position group, that's not a patch. You feel me? That's not a patch. We beat them last year with D-Hop. Okay, that was last year. Is there a slight difference between the team we have this year and the team we had last year? There might be a slight difference between the team we have this year and the team we had last year. But maybe you're right. Maybe you're right. Yeah, you're right. You know what? We're better than the Texans. Linebacker and secondary worst parts. I don't know. We've allowed 6 rushing touchdowns in the first 2 games. Can I really let the D line off the hook for that? I don't know. 6 rushing touchdowns in the first 2 games. Am I gonna sit here and say that it's mostly on the linebackers and defensive backs? We can speak on that if we really want to. I think there's problems everywhere. There's problems everywhere. Yeah, the Chargers have more weapons and a better situation than we do right now. The Chargers were actually a pretty decent squad. The Chargers' only problem is that people got hurt too much, too often, and that's still a problem. Justin Herbert going to the Chargers was a much better situation than if we just drafted a quarterback right this year. I don't think even Justin Herbert turns us to a playoff team. He doesn't bring in. I don't think this year Justin Herbert gives us any sort of actual playoff hope. I'm not even gonna read what Steven's talking about now. He's saying Dante can stop Mike Evans. Oh, look, if you believe that Dante can stop Mike Evans, but but there's no fault of his own from his past. It's all on Eric Washington. I don't know. Y'all talk to him. Y'all can talk to him. I'm not reading that shit anymore. That's goofy behavior. I'm sorry. That's just goofy. It really is. If you believe Dante is a good corner and he's a victim, Dante's a victim 100% of Eric Washington, and he has no faults that have been very well documented. I don't know what to say to you. I mean, I guess. I mean, maybe. Didn't Zach Kerr? He did all right. Zach Kerr did all right. I wouldn't have said he did great. Oh, actually, one total tackle, one combined tackle. Marquise Haynes had one tackle. Bravian Roy had one tackle. F.A. Abada had one tackle. So, I mean, I don't know. I have to look at the game again and see exactly how they played in situations. But, I mean, even Stephen Weatherly only had two combined tackles. I mean, C-Mac had 2 tackles. C-Mac had more tackles than F.A. Abada, Derrick Brown, Zach Kerr, Marquise, Bravian, and Troy Pride. We can call it like that. C-Mac had more tackles in this game than the majority of our defensive linemen. So it is like that. It is what it is. Oh, you mean the Falcons? Yeah, the Falcons are ass. The backup? No, Caleb. That wasn't the backup. That was the backup's backup. That was the 5th best receiver on their team. No one had heard of Olamide Zacchaeus before. Not a single soul on this earth had ever heard his name before. This team is functional? In what sense? The team is functional, just our quarterback is not that good. So you're saying the defense is better than Teddy Bridgewater? I don't think that's the case, my brother. I don't think the defense is even near average. The defense isn't even an average level. Teddy Bridgewater is at least an average quarterback in the NFL. This defense is not good. It's not like you just plug and play a quarterback in here and the team becomes a playoff run team. That's not what's happening here. Like, at all. That's not what's happening here. At all. And a bad contract, is it? I don't think that contract's all that bad. For a backup quarterback, it's a 3-year deal. That's really only a 2-year deal where there's no real dead money in year 3 where you can get rid of them. It's a 2-year deal. A 2-year deal for a game manager, that's not a bad contract at all. I feel like you might not have looked at the actual contract details, but yeah, that's not a bad deal at all for Teddy, for a quarterback, for a lot of quarterbacks, honestly. But yeah, this team isn't just a quarterback away from being good. And I've said that before the year started. I said it before the draft. I said this team is not a quarterback away from being successful. No. It is not just it's not a functional team minus a quarterback. At all. Steven is Dante's cousin or something, bro. I'm not worried about it. He likes Dante Jackson, that's cool. I don't really care. That's good. I'm not gonna argue with someone. If you like Dante Jackson a lot, I'm not gonna tell you to hate him. That's cool. You like Dante, that's cool. Fine with me. I don't mind it. Teddy is good. Teddy's all right. Teddy is an average / he's just above a game manager. He won't win you games, but he also he did lose this game. Actually, Teddy did lose this game. 3 turnovers. Teddy actually did lose this game. Then again, I couldn't put it all on Teddy because the defense looked bad too. And we had a chance to tie. Jeremy Chinn's our best player? He might be. It's between Jeremy Chinn, DJ, and Robbie. Well, C-Mac, but he had a bad game today. 2 touchdowns, but the numbers look bad. The numbers look really bad for C-Mac. Exactly, Shush. Exactly. Dante is trash. I've never seen a soul before in Madden with a 40 tackle rate. That's crazy. I know in Mutt you have to have Dante because he's so fast, and speed's the only thing that really matters in Mutt for the first like 2-3 months. Dante Jackson is like one of the best corners in Madden, in Ultimate Team. But yeah, Dante isn't very good. He's just not consistent. That's the big problem. Dante's inconsistent, and there's problems with every facet of his game. You don't know what you're going to get out of him. Jeremy Chinn's good. Jeremy Chinn is he's a solid linebacker. He plays coverage really well. I liked what we did with Brian Burns as well. Sometimes you saw him with his hand in the dirt. Sometimes you saw him standing up. We even saw him drop back in coverage sometimes. I think the way we're using Brian Burns looks very good. The way we use Brian Burns looks creative. It looks innovative. And it looks effective. But it doesn't matter because there's no pressure on the interior. And there's no like consistency or dependability in the linebacker core or the secondary. So it is what it is. Who is... Oh, you're talking... I didn't even see Big Slim. What up, Big Slim? Yeah, Antoine Winfield looked good. I don't know. Teddy got sacked 5 times. I counted at least 2 times where the sack was his fault, and that fumble, and that fumble was his fault as well. That fumble was his fault. So the O-line could have played better, but this was a much better Bucs defensive line in front 7 than the Raiders. I did not believe that, I said the O-line looked good versus the Raiders, but I have to watch them some more against better competition. And I said this, I said it in that video, I said it in my stream a few days ago. I said there's a small difference between that Raiders defense and this Bucs defense. I said we will have to see how guys play against this Bucs D, because the Bucs defense is not the same thing as the Raiders defense. And the Bucs defense proved that they were just way better than the Raiders defense. It is what it is. Derrick Brown could be a bust after only 2 games. No, that's not a smart thing to say. That is not a smart thing to say. Guys are not busts after 2 games. That's not how it works. That's not at all how it works. He's not a bust. And if Derrick Brown is a bust, there's no way to tell right now. If Derrick Brown is a bust, you would not know it after only 2 games. Would not say that. This team isn't built to win right now. So we're not going to win. Also, 2, he's a rookie. I don't know exactly what he thought was going to happen with Derrick Brown, but if he thought he was going to come in here and become a monster, I thought he'd be good. But he is making some bad mistakes. I think those are more mental mistakes than they are like skill-based mistakes. You feel me? But I would never call him a bust. Most of them are just boneheaded, stupid-ass mistakes. Nah, I wouldn't. Okay, whether you think he's good or not, I would never call a guy a bust after 2 games. 2 weeks? No real training camp, no preseason? He's a bust? He's a bust? I don't know. I don't know about that. I think that's just not smart. Okay, so there's a player doing better than him. That means that if there's any player doing better than Derrick Brown, that means Derrick Brown's a bust. Got it. Yep. You know what? Yeah, he's right. Derrick Brown is a bust. There are players in the league who are better than Derrick Brown. That means that Derrick Brown is a terrible football player. Cut him now. Why not cut him now? Hey, why not cut Derrick Brown right now? Right? Is that what we're saying? If Derrick Brown is a bust, you don't want busts on your team, right? So you're saying we should go ahead and cut Derrick Brown. Say we want to go ahead and cut Derrick Brown right now, because I don't know a reason why you want to keep a bust on the team. Let's go ahead and cut him. Yeah. So he was drunk. He was drunk. No, I was drinking water. I drank a bunch of water earlier today. Teddy played decent. He made mistakes. Teddy made mistakes, but I will agree he played decent. I would say 2 of the 5 sacks were his fault. That fumble was his fault. Definitely the interception was his fault. But he didn't play. He didn't play horrible. He played decent. I had a bigger problem with the play calling. You know what? I had a bigger problem with the play calling than Teddy, to be honest. On a 3-win streak, let me know the win streak we go on. What's the win streak? Is it Chargers, Cards, Falcons? Cards, Falcons, Bears? Bears or Falcons, Bears, Saints? Where's the 3-game win streak? I'll leave it up for you. You tell me what the 3-game win streak is. The answer is no. The answer is no, because if we go on a 3-game win streak, that's going to be 3 of our 4 to 5 wins on the year, and I will never congratulate a team on winning 5 games in a season. No. I had us winning 4 or 5 games this year. Going on a 3-win streak does not change my prediction about a 4 to 5 win season. It just means we won 3 games. I say we played good. I won't say we're bad. I would just say we are. I don't think we're going to lose every single game. I'll just say that we played well in those 3 games. We looked good in those 3 games, and we won. That's all it is. That's all it's talk about. We won 3 games in a row, and that's good to see. That's good to see. You win 3 games. That's what's up. But that won't change the fact that this is a 4 to 5 win team on the season. Chargers can be beat. They can be beat. They most certainly can be beat. They most certainly can be beat. Too much 5 wide. That was interesting. I was more interested in the personnel and where guys were in the 5 wide. Chris Manhertz standing up in the slot in 5 wide felt weird, especially when you had Chris Manhertz and C-Mac on the left side. C-Mac out wide left felt weird to me, and some of those 5 wide sets. Throwing Chris Manhertz or even Alex Arma on a wheel in bunch formation and not a wheel out of the backfield, a wheel from the innermost part of the bunch, felt a little strange to me. I didn't like that. I never like wheel routes out of there. I like players going out in the flat. I like that spot going to the flat, but I've never been a big fan of wheel routes out of that spot. Though it could be good. You're usually gonna pull inside coverage on either a linebacker or a safety who's down in the box. But if it's gonna be a tight end or Alex Arma who's gonna pull that assignment, it's not gonna be a favorable matchup. So I had some problems with that. But yeah, I've gone, I think, over my time. Where are we at? An hour? Oh, fuck. Okay. Yeah. I'll try to make this just a video. I wanted this to be a video just so I can give my thoughts on what happened in the game. So I can shoot a actual video tomorrow morning or tonight, I guess, and then upload it at noon or whatever time I end up scheduling it. I was gonna schedule it for noon or some other time tomorrow. But yeah, I guess That's not what's happening. Whoa! The Nuggets are 1 point down on the Lakers with 26 seconds to Geno? Hold up. The Nuggies. Hey, boy, them Nuggies. They about to do a little work. But, yeah. Went a little bit over my time, I think. Where is Ian Thomas? Great question. It is what it is at this point. I mean, they don't want to use him. They don't believe in Ian Thomas. What's there to say? I've been talking about Ian Thomas for years now. I thought I was the only one speaking on Ian Thomas for the past couple years, but it just seems like, I don't know. Whenever I see Ian Thomas, he makes plays. He seems dependable. The only negative play I remember out of Ian Thomas, whether it's in the blocking game or receiving, was last year when Kyle Allen threw him an absolute laser up the sideline. That was a play where I think he ran a wheel route from the tight end spot, a route that I just don't like at all. But he was in position. The ball was right in his hands. Ian Thomas just bobbles it a little bit and turns into an interception for Kyle Allen. That was a bad play on Ian Thomas's part. He should have caught that pass, but I don't think he's an up-the-field, sideline, tight end receiver, though. I just don't think that's what his skill set is, but the ball did hit him in the hands. It was perfectly placed. I would never blame that on play calling or Kyle Allen. That I don't think it's in his skill set, but when the ball is perfectly placed on you, you got to catch it. But yeah, other than that, I have not seen very many bad Ian Thomas plays.
All-NBA performer, second in defensive player of the year.
Bro, Joker is having AD. Hey, Joker is having AD.
Underneath the rim. That's because he has so much game. His shoulder work is impeccable. You don't know which shoulder he's going to go over. And
yeah, this man AD really cannot handle. This man AD cannot handle Jokic. Actually, they're up one now. Yeah, AD is being had right now. That was man hurts. Shush. Because I remember, you can remember that one because the radio guys. No, it was the TV telecast dude called him Martinez. They said touchdown Martinez. That was man hurts. Needs to make Chin available at the linebacker spot. Oh, you can definitely sub. You can definitely do packages and sub your safeties at linebacker. But what I would do is, no, yeah, you can definitely sub Jeremy Chin yourself at linebacker in Madden. Jeremy Chin is a good user too. Jeremy Chin he's a great user. He's a great user. I mean, if you really want to, you could just run cover 3, bring him down and use him. Do deep thirds for both your other safeties, and you could have him play the middle of the field. Maybe you have a hold up. Caruso, top of the key, misses it. LeBron, it's a rebound, no. Whoa, a foul? Okay. Whoa, 2.1 seconds left in the game. 1 point deficit for the Lakers. They are playing like Garbo. Yeah, they're playing like Garbo. All right. Yeah. Yeah, thanks for coming through, my boy. My boy A. Lee or Ald Lee. Appreciate it. I'm probably going to be off when this Lakers game ends. I'm watching the stream right now. But yeah, this game between us and the Bucks was another missed opportunities game. It is what it is. We had a chance to win. And there was too many guys who missed opportunities to just call it on one person. I would never blame just one player. But yeah. AD? Oh my God, he hit it. Wait, was he out of bounds? Wait, did his foot touch the line? Hold up. Did his foot touch the out of bounds? No, it didn't.
Anthony Davis, who's made back-to-back huge threes here in this fourth quarter. They confirm the basket. Game over. Great play call by Coach Vogel. What he did was he put the screen on the big fella. Big fellas aren't used to coming off the screen playing defense. That's why Jokic did a great job getting the hand up, but that was Plumlee's man coming off the screen. Anthony Davis scores the last 10 Laker points, Chris. And that's what I'm talking about, that screen. LeBron, the best decoy in the world right there. The switch.
Damn. Okay, well, it looks like the Nuggets just got eliminated from the NBA playoffs. I ain't gonna hold you. Them boys is out of there. Hey, them boys is literally out of there. God damn. Hey, bro, that's just sad. It's sad to see, but it is what it is. Because of abilities, yeah, Mutt is bad now, shush. Mutt is horrible. Mutt is not good anymore. I quit playing Madden for the same reason. When they started adding chemistries, they added chems, abilities, and all that other Pokemon shit, it became bad. Stop playing it. Lakers versus Celtics finals, you got that exactly right, AJB. You 100% right. Lakers versus the Celtics? Versus them C's? Hey, you ain't never lied a day in your life, brother. My guy AJ ain't never lied a day in his life. Hey, that was a hell pass. That was a hell catch. That was a hell a shot from AD. Extremely clutch. Jokic jumping in his face, but not exactly right there. Hey, AD put in work. I ain't gonna hold you. I think I said he had the last 10 points for the Lakers. That's tough. That's real tough. You feel me? That's something serious. Something real serious. But yeah, I think that might be it for me. I just wanted to hop on and make sure I talk about the game tonight. Just because I knew when I woke up at 9 o'clock, I said, damn, I will not be able to make a video tonight because it won't get up until 11:30. And my videos just don't do good if I upload them after 11 o'clock. I don't know what it is. If I upload a video after 11 o'clock, I'll get 250 views on it over a whole week. So I'm going to do my actual, full actual video. It's going to go up tomorrow. I might record it tonight. I might record it, at 7 or 6:30 tomorrow morning and get it up and have it scheduled for noon or something like that. But yeah, for right now, 17-31. I said my score prediction was 17-38. Just remember, I said 17-38. Scotty Miller dropped a pass in the end zone, and Shady McCoy dropped a pass in the end zone. It could have very easily ended up 17-38. Now, when you doubt me when it comes to this Panther stuff, when the thought comes in your head saying I'm about to. You're wrong, motherfucker. You don't know your shit, motherfucker. Bend over for the Panthers, motherfucker. Just know. I'm not wrong very often. Anyway, y'all, thanks for coming through, man. If you haven't yet, hit that like button. We got more people in here than I expected to. I just said I'm about to get on live stream right now because I wasn't going to shoot that video. I drank too much water. I was a little too hydrated. I had to take a nap. But yeah, Panthers lost again. We'll get our win eventually. Don't ask me when we get the win, but we'll get our win eventually. It'll happen. We won't go 0-16. I'll tell you that much. But yeah, if you came to the stream, you showed love. Show some more love by hitting the like button. Lakers just won out of nowhere. Quick little whoop from AD. Did what he had to do. It's a real smooth, just off a screen. On the wingy wing, you feel me? Just left wing Jokic in his face, bro. You ain't never seen nothing like that, bro. But yeah, I'm about to watch the end of this Patriots game and see what Cam can do. I'm gonna see what Cam talking about. Wait, should I stay here? Wait, should I stay on and live? Hold up, how much time's left? Wait, how much time is left? If it's fourth quarter, I might stay on.
It's a touchdown. The pylon does not put him out of bounds. He gets both
If it's fourth quarter, I might stay on. Stay.
Controls it to the ground. Touchdown.
Let's see.
That is phenomenal.
Oh, it's third. Oh, it's third. This is close too. You know what? Fuck it. You know what? Fuck it.
David Moore makes plays on Sunday night. He just does. And the only reason really he's in there is Dorsett. Philip Dorsett has been hurt.
Official review, all scoring plays reviewed. Obviously, David Moore, a 7th-round pick 3 years ago.
There are memberships for all kinds of things today. But what about being a member of the family? What about being a member of the community? What about being a member of humanity? What if there was a membership that gave us the time to celebrate the things that connect all of us?
Wait. Oh. Hey, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you. Hey, when I saw this, I saw Big Cat had a thumbnail that looked like this. I swear to God, I thought he made this thumbnail. I actually, you know what? Never mind. I'm talking too much. But yeah, I never mind. It's all good. Don't worry about it. Don't even worry about it. Oh, but if I change the thumbnail, if I change the video, should I end the stream and then restart it? I don't know. Y'all already here. This is for the new people. No, don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. I'm talking too much. I was finna say he made a hell thumbnail. I was gonna say, damn, he stepped his game up like 100%. I'm gonna say that's a thumbnail. That's a thumbnail. I was 2.9 from asking him how he made that thumbnail. I was gonna ask him what that what font it was, what program he used. I was finna ask.
At the play stood, and you heard the sound of one hand clapping.
Oh wait, y'all can't hear this. Hold up.
After the extra point. To make it a 4-point game. Myers' kick is good, and let us stay because this is some fabulous catch.
Okay,
I mean, David
7 minutes
Moore,
left in the third quarter.
He's going to
down
get one
for
foot down.
17-21.
His other foot in the air is going to kick the pylon. At this moment, he knows he's about to step out of bounds, but that contact, I think, told him that he had to pull that foot back in, and he did just enough to pull off the
These
catch.
Seahawks look real,
I mean,
bro.
that is one of the things that only a pro athlete can do, and for Russell Wilson, paid the price, but well worth it. That was a fantastic play. That was something special.
We got him.
Seahawks fans,
He's going to play for us on running downs. He's
zone.
going to play for the other team on passing downs.
What's not to love?
It is what it is.
Wilson 199 passing yards
Wasn't
tonight,
100% sure I was going to work, but
so he has
I
7 touchdowns
thought
this season.
when I heard that for the first time, when I first saw him when we signed him, I thought it'd be one thing. But
can you believe how many of these
it's a whole
games
different
have been
thing.
like this,
It's
though? I mean,
it's
just
real bad. I thought he'd be like serviceable in the past
One of the
games.
best teams in football over
it's
a
so bad you
decade,
cannot
and
have him
they
on the
just have
field.
great
I was
values.
not aware it was that bad.
Classic Sunday night game in New England. A couple of years after that, here comes Taylor to run it back, but not very far, and gets whacked at the 17-yard line. Cody Barton, how do you do?
Okay, Cody Barton just smacks
These
the
teams
dude
go at it.
on the
And I tell
kickoff
you,
return.
The Seattle
Cam is coming
Seahawks
back
are
in.
as good at creating their
Hold
own
up. I want to
energy
see
on the
what Cam.
sideline. Look
What's the
at
stats
that
looking
shot.
like? Hold
As
up.
any team. And when that hit took place, almost the entire bench went running out there to jump on him. I mean, this is a team built around energy, whether they're at practice or anywhere else. I think it was stunning for Greg Olson when he saw how they practice. They're crazier when they make a play in practice than most teams are during the game.
And they feed off their coach. From the 15. Stop for a loss in the backfield. That's J.J. Taylor, rookie out of Arizona, a free agent. Loss of 1 second and 11.
Well, we talk about those big guys inside, but all of them have to be able to stop those runs on first down. They're going to come right out here, Puna forward, and make this play. This is
Cam
their
under
role.
center, hands the ball off to the right side.
A running game against
Oh
Seattle
yeah,
or New
that
England,
whole play was
they have
blown
these
up.
big run stuffers inside.
3
That was
receivers, 2 to the
beautiful
left,
back
1 to the right.
When Newton gives it to Taylor, he's got to
Cam,
reach down.
play action, looks,
11
surveys the field,
inches between
finds
his
a
guys.
wide open
gets
Edelman
free
over the middle.
Up at the 32-yard line.
I know who Edelman is. He's the white dude in the slot. He's very easy to find.
He lives there.
Well, and
He's
especially
the
now with
he's
Cam
the very
Newton,
easy to
because of
find.
all the run threats that
Oh, you
they
heard
have,
from your
especially
bro who's a
with
Raiders
him.
fan? He said
Play
coverage
action
lapses?
is
Nah,
really
yeah, that's what I heard
driving
too.
some of those
I heard
linebackers
something. It was one of those soft sales like, oh, it's gonna be a coverage. Yeah, no, it's a little bit more than a coverage lapse. You feel me? Trips to the left, a screen pass from Cam gets actually 6 that N'Keal Harry, but that could have been blown up before you even get to the line of scrimmage here. Surprisingly, it was not. Whoa, quick snap.
Yeah, Cam.
Looks like it could be a timeout here from the Seahawks.
A couple of great catches.
They're up to the line of
Harry
scrimmage
really
very quickly,
appreciated it.
snap the ball, man wide open, but the play is
Cam also
whistled
let
dead.
David Andrews spike the ball after one of his touchdowns. Another
An injury.
guy coming
Trey
out.
Flowers, the
Trey
corner.
Flowers' fingers out of
Officials timeout.
socket or something.
Okay.
What up, Kelly? You're a Bears
Run
fan?
out of
What's
bodies
up?
on the back end.
So Quentin Dunbar.
How your Bears looking?
He's back in it.
How your Bears looking?
You're minus.
Look, we're Panthers
Diggs, who was
fans
thrown
on
out
this
of the
side,
game. Blair,
brother.
who got hurt.
Hey, we're Panthers
Two
fans on this side. It ain't looking much better. You feel me?
And there's Dunbar who came
Hey,
over
let me
from
get an
Washington.
Eddie Jackson real
Yeah,
quick.
and they have their wide
Can I get an
receivers
Eddie
in the
Jackson
game
real
now,
quick?
so they know.
Let me just
that
hold an
they're
Eddie
short.
Jackson one time.
Let's see if they try and
That's
take
all I need.
advantage here
Give
a
me-
little bit
give me
of some
one
of the
Eddie Jackson and we'll be
inexperience
fine.
in the game right now.
What up, though? I'm watching my former quarterback play in prime time. Twist to the left side.
Second and 6, fake
Play
the
action.
ball,
Passes over to the left side.
Demir
Pass is
Bird.
caught. Pass is caught in
no
heavy
catches
in
last
heavy
week,
coverage.
but tonight,
A man just draping the
3 for
receiver.
38,
Cam Newton
first
throws
down.
where only his
Hugo
receiver
Amadi,
can
who's in the
catch it,
game now.
and he's
Barty
14 for
Winter,
22,
best
176
college player,
yards.
so, I mean, even the
Looking pretty good.
backups are for
Under
the
center
defense.
again. Looks like tight slots. Bootleg to the right side.
There's Harry, who's
Gain of about 2, maybe even just 1 for N'Keal Harry. That was a very athletic play that only gets 1
makes the
yard.
stop after a gain of just 1.
Yeah, and these are the plays that you hope at some point.
But it is what it is. Cam threw a pick. Yeah, I'm watching on a stream, so I'm kind of behind. Once again, 2 to the right, 2 to the left. Cam drops back, those to the left side. Okay, that is an interception from Quentin Dunbar, it looks like. Quentin Dunbar just jumps the route. It looked like a hitch kind of route, but the route didn't even get to the first down marker. It didn't even get to the first down marker. That was just a weirdly run route, but it was also wildly thrown behind the receiver. Cam, after I gave him a compliment, and then he throws a pick. That'll happen. Did the same thing to Teddy Bridgewater earlier today. It is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, Eddie's a real one, Kelly. Eddie's a real one. We have plenty of busts on our team. We have not very good team, I'll tell you that much. I love that Baker Mayfield played so bad last year, and he still got hella progressive commercials. This man signed a 2-3 year progressive deal. I don't know what it was. Usually you see guys lose their deals after a season where they play not so good. He has even more brand new deals. I ain't gonna hold you. This man Baker Mayfield knows somebody that knows somebody. You feel me? All right, Div, I'll check you later. Thanks for coming through. I'm just watching this Cam game until I get bored. Subbed and liked? Kelly, you a real one. Yeah, it's mainly Panthers content. I've been talking about doing just full NFL content. I don't know. I really don't know. It might happen. It might not. You feel me? It could happen. What up, Mario? You like the Giants? That's what's up. Y'all are in a similar situation as us. I'm sorry you guys have to have your GM. We had that guy for a while. I ain't gonna say his name, but yeah, I know what your GM is doing with your squad, and your running back. Look, it is what it is. You feel me? You're in a tough spot, but at least you're looking at another very good draft position, so that's not too terrible. But yeah, y'all are in a tough position, a very tough position right now, a very tough position. Can you commentate a Bears game? Yeah. I will commentate a Bears game in exactly 1 month. And I will commentate a Bears game in 3 weeks. You'll get back-to-back Bears commentary games from me. I'll talk about them versus the Bucks on the 8th of October, and I'm gonna talk about them when we play them on the 18th of October when it's Panthers versus Bears. So yeah, I'll talk about them twice at least. I might talk about them 3 weeks in a row because they play on the 26th at 8:15. I might try to get I might do all of these primetime games, just commentate them. We'll see. But yeah, I'm probably gonna do 2 back-to-back Bears commentary games just for you.
And that throws behind.
Seahawks, 2 receivers to the left, 1 out wide to the right, 1 in the slot. Coming in motion right now to make it trips to the left. Russell Wilson backs up, surveys the field, throws a quick little drag route, and that's Tyler Lockett there. That could have only been a gain of 2-3 yards. Ends up gaining more than 7 for a first down for the Seahawks. Keep in mind, I am watching this game on an online stream. I'm not watching it on TV. So it's just a little bit behind, you feel me? I'm maybe 1 play behind what you're looking at right now. It is what it is. Yeah.
Whatever they did last week,
I hear so many folks talking about how Cam wouldn't have done what Bridgewater did today, but the same people will talk about, yeah, exactly. You're right, 100%.
Well, we've seen Belichick through the years. Sometimes he'll start a game.
Complain about Bridgewater? I don't.
I think we saw him one night with 7.
Made mistakes, but yeah, it wasn't all him. Definitely not all him. You see Tyler Larson? No, that's Tyler Larson. Carson. It's Chris Carson. Gets about 8 yards on first down. A run off tackle on the left side. There's a Patriots player down. He is not accepting help to get up. I'm not sure what's wrong with him. He is pushing people away.
So injury timeout.
I don't know. He's not like his left knee. He's pointing at his left knee. That's potentially problematic. Lucasfilm. Oh, this is a commercial for The Mandalorian. I'm not a very big Star Wars fan. Never seen Mandalorian. I've only seen 5 Star Wars movies, and I watched 3 this year, and none of them are the original ones. I've only seen 1 old Star Wars movie. Why did Cam do bad on the Panthers but do good on Patriots? Well, first of all, it's only been 1 game that he's played for the Patriots so far, and he's played better. He's played better for the Panthers than he did for the Patriots so far. It's only been 1 game. It's been 1.5 games. What up, Ishan? Well, I made the comment, so... Well, I see him in the comment, so... No, I have always been for Cam and now support Bridgewater, but it's a fact Cam would have played better. Oh, I see. Yeah. I always liked Cam, but it was the right decision to get rid of him just because of contract reasons. And, well, I thought it would have been good to trade him. Not getting anything for him was a bad look, but teams around the league just knew Cam was hurt. Why would you give up something for him? They knew how the game works. You either hold on to Cam for another year, or and you risk getting him mad and not extending him, or do you extend him to a deal that's just not good at all? It was a lose-lose situation for the Panthers. But you just had to move on from him. I was always okay moving on from him, but I knew he had a chance to look really good if he was healthy. I always knew if Cam was healthy, he'd look very, very good wherever he went. And I even said in my video I think I did a video talking about the best spots for Cam. I said the Raiders was a good spot and the Chargers. And I did mention the Patriots. I said the Patriots would be a good spot, but I did not believe they had the cap room for Cam. But I did not also anticipate him going there and playing for $200 and a full tank of gas. Cam went to the Patriots for an Exxon Mobil gift card and a couple of bags of bugles. You feel me? So yeah, I always thought he would be really good in the Patriots. Did not think it would happen. Either way, game's back on. Trips to the right. One in the slot looks like Lockett to the left side. Chris Carson is on the left. Now he's on the right to the strong side. Play action. Russell Wilson rolls out right. Comes to the middle. Back out to the right side. Runs for the first down. Gets the first down. Slides right before the 20-yard line to the 21-ish, 22-ish. Fresh set of downs for the, I almost said Washington Redskins, but the Seattle Seahawks. They are moving this ball.
Wilson is gaining.
They are moving this ball. Shaq Thompson is a charlatan. I have not heard that word in a minute.
So
a
now
charlatan.
he's going to run the bootleg, and he knows
I like
it's
that.
against a zone instead of.
Hold up. Someone asked,
Nice
if I just stream tomorrow, the Saints Raiders game tomorrow? Probably. I will. Yeah, I will. Okay. Swain just jogs his way in to a wide open touchdown for the Seahawks. Russell Wilson just throws one in there. Swain just looks around, says, "Just this way, sir? Do I just walk this way? Is the red carpet this way? May I please go this way?" He was stacked to the right. What's the play? It's a drag. It's an easy drag. No one sees him. No one sees him. A good 19, 20-yard drag.
Blame anybody for that one. It was J.C. Jackson chasing him into the end zone.
I mean, it looked like there was just no one there. The corner on that side of the field he ran to was already backed up. That's just really good play calling, really good play design. I wish we could see something like that, something even similar to that for the Panthers, but it is what it is. It looks like these Seahawks are very, very serious. They are not pulling any punches. They score 7 off this Cam Newton interception that was thrown behind. I think it was N'Keal Harry. It was N'Keal Harry. My guy Mario subbed to the channel. Y'all, Kelly and Mario, y'all really did come through. Not even Panthers fans, they subbed to the channel. Y'all making me think I should do more content than just the Panthers. Y'all making me think I should do bigger content than just the Panthers, expand the channel a little bit. I don't know. I think I'm going to start with, live commentary with all these games that are prime time. Because I'm going to be real with you. My Panthers do not play games in prime time. Do you want to know why? You know the reason why. So I could really do some more commentary games. It's a fun little time. You feel me? It's a fun little time. Oh, thoughts on the CMC injury? It could be bad. We have never seen CMC get hurt. You feel me? C-Mac doesn't get hurt. I think he had a stinger for a few plays last year, week like 8 or 7. And that's the most hurt we've seen C-Mac. If it is a big deal, we're a 2-win team. If it's not a big deal, we're still a 4 or 5-win team at best. Needs to be Teddy One Glove. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, the O is in trouble though. O's in trouble. The best quarterback in the last 10 years, period. Who? Can I live stream the Giants and 49ers? That depends. No, I can't. Actually, that game's at 1. That game's at 1 next week. Our game's at 4:05. If that game is on Fox, maybe, but I don't know. I might not. It depends. Gotta ask me that on Saturday. Yeah, ask me on Saturday. I don't know. I don't like making promises, you feel me? If I can't do it, I don't like making promises like that, you feel me? I don't like doing that. I don't like doing that. I hate making bad promises.
The line, some of them saw it, some of them didn't. Messed up their count, and they gave up an easy touchdown.
Patriots on their own 23-yard line. Cam backs up, surveys the field, looks left, throws deep to the left side of the field, overthrows. No, he does not overthrow Julian Edelman. He throws it 40, 50 yards to Julian Edelman. He goes halfway across the field. Cam Newton just throws it where only Julian Edelman can catch the ball. Does it bobble a little bit? The refs will definitely get a look at this after the play. Does the ball move a little bit? Probably not. We are snapping this ball very quickly. He just makes a play right here. Cam looks real good. Cam steps up, throws an absolute laser over the middle of the field, connects with Izzo. That's not Tom Izzo. That's is that Ryan Izzo? I forgot what his name is, but I think he's a tight end. But just over the middle of the field, Cam throws one of his patented lasers. Ooh, a zone read. Keeps the ball in the running back's gut for almost too long, just like Cam knows how to do. Second down, I think he gains about 7, maybe 8 yards here, and he is very close to a first down. The Patriots can get a first down without getting a touchdown. Line of game is the 2-yard line. That is a screen to the left side of the field to N'Keal Harry. But it looks like he actually does not make it to the first down yard line. It is third and very, very, very short. It might be inches here, but you can still, like I said, you can still get a first down without getting a touchdown. You will have 4 full downs to score here if you can convert this 3rd and 1. In fact, you probably make this 2-down territory, and well, we're going to the 4th quarter no matter what. Yeah. No one's calling a timeout here. Going to the 4th quarter. Cam looks serious. Cam looks serious. Why are you covering other teams? I mean, right now I'd probably just be playing a video game or something. And I just got online. I just wanted to stream because I wasn't going to do a video tonight. It's because I was just out of it. And plus, it was too late to upload for me. I don't get any views on my videos if I upload them after 11:30. And by the time I shot the video, edited it, got it online, all that stuff, it'd have been way too late for me. So I was just streaming, talking about the Panthers game, and watched the end of the Lakers game. Watched AD hit an absolute just dagger, a dagger off a screen. Gets his man. Who was that? That was I always think Tyler Hansborough, but it's not Tyler Hansborough. I forgot. But he gets his man on a screen. Jokic jumps in his face. AD shoots an absolute dagger from the left wing. Shoots a 3. They were down 1. The Lakers won by 2 points. It was demon time. It was demon time for AD, and he proved why he cold left the Pelicans. He came to win. It is what it is. But then I said I was gonna get off. Stop streaming. And I said, let's watch Cam. Let's see what Cam's doing. And then I got the idea from, I think either Kelly or Mario. Kelly's a Bears fan. Mario is a Giants fan. I got the idea. Maybe I can I might start, commentating these primetime games. The games that come out at 8 o'clock just because we ain't playing at 8 o'clock. You feel me? So we'll see how things work. But right now we're in commercial. I'm not watching on TV. This is actually a stream. So we'll see how things work.
In basketball terms right here, hold on, Brian Doodoo is here. Terms right here. Hold on, Brian Doodoo is here. In basketball terms right here, that's 2 for $1. That's called 2 for $1.
That's funny as hell, actually. Yo, Famous Los is actually crazy. Famous Los is actually crazy. Hold up, I'm in the wrong thingy. All right, we back at it. I got so many tabs open or so many screens open right now. Whoa!
Down on a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1. Did the Patriots get there? Oh, it's a first down.
Set up a first and
it's a first down.
I don't know how you stop that. I really don't. You have the
my fault. I was looking at Twitter. I was looking at that. It was a video of the Lakers game.
It's almost automatic.
Where Braun double dribbles, misses a shot at the free throw line, and then just comes right back at it and shoots a 3 from top of the key and makes it. I'm assuming that was a quarterback sneak. Now they're in the pistol weak right now. The tight end goes to the right side. They're in a heavy set. Now running back to the right. And you just loft it up there. You loft it up there to one of your tight ends or a fullback. A fullback here gets a touchdown. That's a perfect play. First, what you do is you see what the defense is looking at. You move one of the players in the pistol out to the right side. You see if there's anyone who goes and moves with them. Okay, they're probably in zone now. You know they're in zone. You move the guy who's behind you. And you say, okay, they're definitely not in man. They're definitely not in man for sure. And then what he does is Cam fakes. He fakes like he's going to run the ball. Steps forward, lowers his shoulder, steps back, straightens his back out, and just lobs one right over the D line. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. You've never seen anything more effortless in your life. Patriots going for 2 here. Cam running it. Cam just runs it. Oh my God, doesn't get it. That was definitely a design run, but I would have rather seen a little bit more trickery on that play. That's all good. 23-28 is the score. I like going for 2 there just because you can either make it a field goal game. No matter if you kick a PAT, it's going to be a touchdown game. Yeah. You play Madden or Madden Mobile? I used to play Madden. Madden is a not very good game anymore for me. I tell the story so many times, but I used to only play Madden. I used to stream Madden. I used to stream Madden on Twitch like a long time, like hours a day, and almost every day. But I just can't play Madden anymore because I only play Ultimate Team. I don't play regs. I can't play franchise mode. But yeah, Madden's not a good game anymore.
Also, they finally do come up with a huge stop there.
Well, Adams was telling us the other day, that wasn't a pretty departure from New York. Wanted to leave the Jets. Felt that they didn't put that much of a premium on winning. He wanted to win.
I don't know. I'm not 100% sure if the Panthers regret the decision. The Patriots are a better team than us. Seeing Cam play good with the Patriots,
so to this point,
I don't know.
For sure. Touchback.
Would Cam have accepted a
condolences have been pouring
would Cam have
James
accepted
White,
a $1 million deal from the
His
Panthers?
mom remains in
Probably
critical
not,
condition
right?
before the game. Russell Wilson tweeted out, praying
The
for your
Panthers,
bro.
I mean,
They were
it's a
teammates
whole-
at Wisconsin.
it's a
JJ
whole
Watt,
different
also
situation,
a Wisconsin teammate. We're all
It's a
thinking
whole
about you.
different
And Tom
situation.
Brady, with whom he played for 6 seasons, so heartbroken to hear the news of the tragedy of my great friend and forever teammate.
Yeah, Madden
His
hasn't been
parents
good since
raised an
17.
amazing son. We're all grieving with James. It is
17 was the last
Very.
decent Madden for me.
Anybody in this league who has gotten to know that guy. Man,
And even then, we were just swerving.
just heartbreaking.
All we did was swerve and run power O.
Seattle takes over
That's all I
here at the
did. Power
25-yard
O
line
swerves.
early in the 4th quarter.
Russell Wilson rolls out to the right side of flags down the field, throws into the sideline to his Tyler
Brought up
Lockett.
at the 30-yard line by Olsen.
No, it's Greg Olsen. That's Greg Olsen.
Craig Rolstad.
He catches the ball on the sideline, rolls out of bounds.
Offense.
Does not
Number
matter
68.
at all.
10-yard
It is
penalty.
holding
Replay.
on the
First down.
offense.
That's the right guard. That's Damian Lewis,
Sec-
the rookie
first
from
and 20.
LSU, picked
First
in
and
the 3rd
20.
round.
Yeah, last week there were only
Madden's
holding
awful,
calls
Madden's not
day
good
throughout the league.
But yeah,
and
I heard
Damian
Madden 19
Lewis
was horrible.
had 2 of them, and he's
I heard
gonna
19 was
add to the
bad.
streak here.
18 was
They
a
almost
runner's
had
Madden.
to.
But yeah, I heard 19 was horrible.
Was going to make that sack. But this is how you have to, if you're going to beat Seattle.
And Madden won't even be better. Like, Madden can't be better on next gen. 2K was bad last year, but 2K is not going to be all that great right now, but it's going to be probably a lot better on next gen. I'm playing 2K on next gen, but there's no way I didn't buy 2K for this gen. I have Xbox, but yeah, I didn't buy 2K, but I will get 2K when it comes out for PS5.
Primary back, over 1,000 yards last year, and tonight averaging over 4
because
yards
there was a lot of big question marks and contract reasons.
You can find great
there was no way Cam was playing for us for $1 million. It's a whole different context. Cam playing for $1 million for the Patriots isn't the same thing as Cam playing for $1 million on the Panthers. Trip to the left, player coming to the right side. Now it's 2 out wide to the left, 2 very close to the right side. Russell Wilson backs up, rolls out to the right. Very good pocket. Throws a pass out to the sideline, just throws it away. No one's open. It is now 3rd and 18. Another flag on the field.
Here's a guy who, as you like to say once in a while,
another flag on the field.
Has not only never won the MVP award, he's had 8 really good seasons. He's never gotten a single vote for MVP.
You know whose fault that is?
Ours?
Mine.
Ineligible man downfield. Offense, number 66.
Wow.
That penalty's declined. The result of the play is an incompletion and 3rd down.
Wow. 3rd down. These Seahawks are making big mistakes.
Well, PFF had him
should have
as the MVP
paid
of
Cam?
the league,
No.
so I would have
No,
voted for him last year. But the
that
year
would have been a bad decision.
I was late getting
Paying
my ballot
Cam,
in.
seeing
so they
Cam
kicked me
do
out of
good
the
against
club. I don't get the vote anymore.
The
So
Dolphins and play pretty well right now is not a reason to extend Cam to a 4-year deal. That would probably give him $30+ million a year. $33, $35 million a year. No, that's a bad decision. That's a bad decision. I would not do that. I would not have paid Cam.
It's funny
because you're not just betting on 2 games. It doesn't matter if Cam plays good for 2 games. It's about can he be healthy for 4 years.
But I love when he called him.
It's about betting. It's about betting 100 to 120, 130 million dollars that Cam's going to be healthy for 4 straight years.
I mean, to be fair, Mahomes
and that's not. And the issue was never would Cam come back. You know, would he be good for a game or 2? Would he be good for a month or 2? The question was, do you pay Cam the kind of money that is appropriate for a franchise quarterback, and you have faith that he can be consistently healthy for the next 4, maybe 5 years? No, we don't. We don't pay Cam. There's a reason why Cam is being paid $1.1 million by the Patriots right now on a 1-year deal. There's definitely a reason. All right, I got you.
And then go to commercial.
Can I sneak in congratulations to Carrie Underwood, Entertainer of the Year?
Correct.
During the kick, holding. Return team, number 26. Correction, number 27. That penalty is half the distance to goal from the end of the kick. It'll be 1st down, New England. Timeout.
For Carrie. Consider it done. Back after this.
I'm gonna kill the audio right now. Yeah, we won't go 0-16. The score is 23-28. What do you mean? Is the score wrong on this? Oh, this is the website. I mean, I don't know what's wrong with this website. But yeah, I don't know what's going on with this. Oh, I just refreshed it. It usually automatically updates itself. I don't know. But yeah. Surprise Jamal Adams went to Seattle. Yeah. Game is not yet back on. Here it is.
Years it was the B&B boys.
Now it is.
Brady.
Brady is.
Tampa Bay lost last week at New Orleans, but a different story today. There he hits Mike Evans.
That's kind of sad. They're showing Tom Brady highlights against us.
And get him again after that pump fake. That looks so familiar. And the touchdown.
He just showed the touchdown that Mike Evans got on Dante Jackson. Can they stop? Can they stop disrespecting us? Can they stop disrespecting us for half a second, bro? Look, Tom Brady beat the Panthers. Relax. Cam, throws a laser, just a little bit too hard. I think a little bit behind his target. Probably could have been a little bit more on target there, but there was some pressure coming in on him. I'm not mad.
This is when this place would be going crazy. You're backed up in one end. You would see.
That's why you're not the GM, Shells. I feel like the GM made the same decision. I feel like the GM made the same exact decision that I just said. Like what? Like that? It was a smart move. You don't make $100 million deals off of emotions. Especially if you're trying to say that you knew for a fact Cam would be healthy. Like, there's not a single person who can tell me they knew for a fact that Cam Newton was going to be healthy and 100% good to go back in January. There's no, you just did not know that. And there's no one who can say right now that they know for a fact Cam's going to be 100% healthy for the next 4 years. That you would put a $120 or $130 million guaranteed in his pocket, saying you knew he would be healthy for 4+ years. No, that's not how you. That's not how a GM is supposed to run a team. At all.
And on a 3rd down and 10, Bird is.
You don't make $100 million deals based off of emotion like that. Cam was injured, got injured 3 times. No, got injured. Yeah, he had 2 different. No, what was it? Three different injuries, 2 different surgeries. Ended his season early twice in back-to-back years. And you're saying you wanted to give him guaranteed money for 4 straight years? Because you knew for a fact he'd be healthy for the next 4 years? Based off of what? No, that's not how you run a team. That's not at all how you run a team. And there's a reason why he's only getting paid $1 million by the Patriots, and he was signed just like a month and a half before the season started. Nah. Nah.
Here it comes. Lucky it wasn't bigger than that.
That's not how you become a GM. That's not how you stay a GM in the NFL. You got receivers stacked to the right side, 2 to the left. Comes into motion. Looks like it's going to be a screen. A very obvious screen situation here. Spinning around, loses yards on the play. It's going to go from 2nd and 2 to 3rd and probably 5. Could be 6. Probably going to be 5 here. This is a very weird play call. It was a very obvious screen from the jump. I did not like it. Oh, it's 3rd and 4.
465 in a row, but a lot of the
it's going to be 3rd and 4. Yeah, plus you have to also consider that he would have been behind our O-line as well. Right? Like, it's a whole different thing, man. It's a whole, there's context. If you can't look at context, we can't have a conversation. The O-line was not good. Either way, it's all good. Whoa, a very, very strange option. Actually, Cam pitches the ball behind the receiver That was a very weird play on third and manageable. I actually did not like that play call. I did not like the execution from Cam at all. Jamal Adams sniffs it out almost immediately. Julian Edelman goes in motion the opposite direction. Yeah, there was no blocking. Wait, there was no one to block on that play. It was weird because Cam, even his body language showed he had no intention of running forward that ball. It was always going to be a pitch. He was never going to even threaten upfield. And we see the Seahawks get a pretty decent return on that punt. I think a return of about 15, maybe even 20 yards.
56-yard punt by Bailey.
But Ben been hurt more than Cam, and they still paid him. Do you not understand that the Steelers are in a better position than the Panthers right now? The offensive line is significantly better than the Panthers right now. The Steelers are in a position to actually win, at least go to the playoffs and have deep playoff run. Even better than the Panthers right now. They had a steady offensive coordinator, head coach, owner, defensive coordinator. They had a better culture. They didn't just cut literally everybody. They didn't fire people who just came to the organization. There is more context than just, well, this guy did this and this guy did that, so that means that it's the same exact situation. That's not how football works. There's more context than just one piece of evidence.
We're figuring it out.
No.
We're doing school online.
What the Steelers are doing and what the Panthers are doing are not the same. We're not in the same situation. We're not in the same situation. Oh, they're showing highlights of the Giants' loss today? Yeah. It is what it is. Wait. Who didn't show respect to Cam? Who didn't respect Cam? All I said was he shouldn't have been on the team because you have to pay him big money to stay. Cam does not accept a $1 million deal from the Panthers. I'm sorry to say it. Like, if you believe that we could have offered Cam the same exact deal that Patriots did and he accepts that, then I have no clue what we're talking about. Because that's not how it would have worked. Cam does not accept a $1 million 1-year deal from the Panthers. Why would he? It makes no sense. Did we do him dirty? Yes. The way we cut him was bad. That's not the way that I would have done it. I would never have done it the same way that we did it. But I think him not being on the team was the right decision. Especially since you had to pay him. If you keep Cam, you have to pay him like a franchise quarterback multiple years. And you have to give him actual money that's respectful, that he actually accepts. Why would Cam accept a lowball deal from us when we're obviously in a rebuild? He wouldn't do that. Cam would not do that. It's a lot more going on to a contract negotiation than just, oh man, we didn't sign him, that means we hate Cam. What we did around that was also bad. But Cam not being kept on the team was a little bit more than just us not liking Cam. And it's because Cam is playing pretty well against the Dolphins and looking pretty solid against these Seahawks. Does not mean that Cam would have accepted the same deal that Bill Belichick and the Patriots did. And that does not mean that the Steelers are in the same situation as the Panthers.
Already 8 touchdown passes.
Who said they didn't do Cam wrong? The conversation was never about doing him wrong or not. The conversation was about whether you keep on the team or not. And the answer is no. You do not sign Cam to a 4-year, $35 million a year deal. No, that's not the answer. That's not what you do. Because if other teams thought you signed Cam to a 4-year, $35 million deal, $35 million a year deal, then other teams would have picked him up immediately. Other teams would have signed him for much more money than what the Patriots did for $1 million. Okay, we disagree then. We disagree. You think Cam should have gotten paid franchise quarterback money, and I think that he should not have because you can't guarantee he'd be healthy for 4 straight years. And if he is healthy, then where's our money going to go? Our money is now with C-Mac and Cam Newton. Can we pay DJ Moore? Can we pay Curtis Samuel? Can we pay Taylor Moton? How many more players do we actually have money for if we pay Cam Newton? If we pay Cam and you pay C-Mac, can you keep those other players intact? And just how good will this team be this year and next year and in the future? You feel me? There's a lot more that goes into the GM and it goes into making a team, building a team, than just sign this guy to a deal and let's move on.
2nd and 10 from the 47.
I mean, it sounds like you think that Cam would have been, that you're saying you believe Cam is going to stay healthy for the next 4 years, and you can guarantee that. And you'd be willing to put hundreds of millions of dollars on the line, or at least $100 million on the line to bet that Cam is going to be healthy for 4 years. That's fine. If you believe that, that's fine. I don't believe Cam would have been healthy on this Panthers team, and I don't believe the team would have been better long term. The team would have been bad regardless. The team would have been bad regardless. So then you're paying C-Mac and you're paying Cam to be on a bad team for 3-4 years. How do you pay O-linemen? We need new receivers anyway. Okay, that's going to take years then. So you're saying you're okay with paying Cam money as long as, but he'll still be losing. I don't understand. I don't understand. You don't see the media attacking him? What are you talking about? People said that they don't believe that Big Ben looks good at all either. People have questioned Big Ben. People have questioned Big Ben a lot, actually, over the past couple years. People have said they might have to move on from Big Ben several times. What are you talking about? I don't think you actually listen to a lot of what goes on in the NFL. People have definitely been questioning Big Ben for a couple years now.
Mr. GQ over here, 2nd down and 7.
Second game we could have won. Yeah, but the Raiders game wasn't really because of defense. We had a chance to win. That was on our offense. The offense didn't play well. The offense had a chance to win. The defense could have played better, but no. It was because of our defense. Really, our defense was the big problem in the Raiders game, and the defense. Wait a second. Wait. This game versus the Bucs wasn't winnable. Huh? Wait, this game versus the Bucs was not winnable. They dropped 2 touchdowns, and it was a 14-point. It was a 14-point loss, and the Bucs dropped 2 different touchdowns on 2 different drives. This game was not winnable. It could have easily been a 21-point loss. I'm not sure we watched the same football. In fact, I'm pretty sure we don't watch the same football. They still paid Ben? Yes, because the Steelers are in a different situation, and they're more poised to win right now than the Panthers. I think you think the Steelers and the Panthers are in the same situation, and I guess I can't argue. I don't know. If you think the Steelers and the Panthers are in the same situation with their franchises and their team as a whole, then I can't argue with you. I don't know what to tell you. What words can I use to explain the obvious that the Steelers and the Panthers are in very different situations right now, and that paying Big Ben is different than paying Cam Newton. Especially when the Steelers have an actual O-line, and we have questionable pieces at best. Before the season started, there were question marks at literally every single spot on the O-line except for Taylor Moton, who will be a free agent very, very soon. So if you want to lock up $35 million a year, do we sign C-Mac? Wait, if we extend Cam, if we actually sign Cam to an NFL standard contract, do we have money to keep C-Mac? Can we sign? You saying let go of DJ, let go of Curtis Samuel, right? Yeah, I don't agree with them signing Teddy either. But Teddy's not getting paid a lot of money. Teddy's not getting paid a lot of money. They paid Teddy, not Cam. One, because Teddy's on a 2-year deal. 2, because Teddy's injury history is way far behind him. He didn't have 3 years of injuries and 2 different surgeries. 3, because Teddy Bridgewater came off looking pretty all right after this past season. And 4, because the money you have to pay Teddy Bridgewater is significantly less than the money you have to pay Cam Newton. Teddy, I feel like you think Teddy Bridgewater is on a really big a really big deal, or like a really expensive contract. That's not the case. That's not the case at all. He's making $37 million over the next, or he's gonna have $37 million in a cap hit over the next 2 years, and there's only $5 million in dead money if we cut him after 2 years. That's a short-term deal. It's a short-term deal. He's getting paid in 2 years around what Cam would have been paid every single year for 4 straight years. There's a very easy out for Teddy Bridgewater after the second year. Tell me how the Bucs have all people signed because they're mortgaging their whole future on this season so that they can win a Super Bowl, which is what you can do, which is what we did last year when we signed a bunch of players on 1-year deals because we were kind of going all in, right? I'm not quite sure we understand exactly how NFL contracts work and how teams will mortgage their future to try to win right now. We are not in the same situation as these other teams. Bringing up the Steelers is not a smart argument because the Steelers are in a different position and they're in a much better, a much more consistent position than we are right now. The Buccaneers are in a much better position right now because if Jameis didn't throw even half of the picks he did last year, the Bucs win up 10, maybe 11 games. The Bucs offense was great last year. The Bucs defense was actually good, but they were put on the field way too often because Jameis kept throwing picks. So the Bucs were in a much better position than us last year, right? The Bucs were in a much better position than us last year. And you bring in a quarterback, even if Tom Brady is a game manager, if he even throws half the picks that Jameis does, they are still in a better position than they were last year. Which is why they can sign players. Which is why the Saints can sign players over and over again because they're mortgaging the next 10 years on this season. So they're going to be very bad. They're going to be in cap hell for 5, 6, maybe 7 years because of the players they're signing, because of the contracts. The Panthers are not built to win right now. We weren't going to have a deep playoff run this year with Cam or without Cam. They paid Teddy the same money they could have paid Cam. Why would Cam accept that money? I don't think you understand how contracts work. Why would Cam accept a 2-year deal where he gets paid, what, $10 million? He gets paid $14 million in the first year? Why would Cam accept that deal? He wouldn't. Cam said he wanted a long-term deal. He said he wanted commitment. Why would Cam accept a 2-year deal on a team that's rebuilding and was not going to be good for 2 years? What would that do? There's no O-line. He would just get hurt again. And that's the other point. You do realize that Cam would just get hurt behind our O-line, right? Like, you want Cam to be on this team so he can lose. That's the other thing that I always mention too. Do you believe that Cam on this team wins 10 games this season? Do you believe Cam on this team wins 10 games? Like, I don't understand. Are you saying that Cam would have been the reason we go to the playoffs and have a deep playoff run, and that you have a serious reason to believe he does not get hurt behind our O-line? My question is, why would you want Cam to get hurt? We should have just paid him. You're giving me no reasons why. You're just saying we should have paid him, which is why you're not a GM in the NFL. We should have just paid him. You have not given me a single reason why.
Originally drafted by them back in 2012 and spent some time with other teams and now has come back. And they work
because you have to pay Cam more money. Seconds. I don't think we're on the same page. I feel like I can't talk about contract negotiations right now because I feel like y'all think that Cam would have accepted the same deal that Teddy Bridgewater accepted. Why would Cam accept that deal from us? Don't you think the deal we offered Teddy Bridgewater would be disrespectful to Cam Newton? Why would Cam accept a 2-year, $37 million deal? Why would he ever accept that? That makes no sense, especially for a team that's rebuilding. But either way, you're saying you're okay with Cam getting hurt as long as he gets hurt for the Panthers? That makes no sense. I mean, I guess if that's what you say, that's why I said in those videos. I said it multiple times from March to, well, from February to April. I said if you want Cam on this Panthers team, you're what I say? Did I say you're being I said you're being selfish because you already know Cam will get hurt behind this O-line. You want Cam to get hurt because you just want to play for the Panthers, which is cool, I guess. I understand you want to play for the Panthers, but you understand you already know Cam will get hurt. And you know this team is not built to win right now, too. So you don't care if Cam loses games. You don't care if Cam gets hurt as long as he's wearing blue and black, which, I mean, I'd rather see him be successful. I'd rather Cam be successful somewhere than get hurt and losing for a team that's not built to win for at least 2 years.
Talking about a guy sucking it up. His knees hurting him too, so.
Teddy's coming off injuries from multiple years ago. And it sounds like you're saying that you think that Cam's injury history and Teddy Bridgewater's injury history are the exact same. If that's what you're saying, then we can't have a conversation. Okay, we paid Teddy Bridgewater to get hurt. Teddy's injury history isn't the same as Cam's, though. Do you understand? Do you understand what's going on between the difference between Cam's injury history and Teddy Bridgewater's injury history? It's a little bit different, right? Is it a little bit different? Can we agree that their immediate injury history is a little bit different? Yeah, but their injury history is not the same.
You know what's interesting, Al, is that last week Seattle brought Adams off the edge. Now they're saying we understand if we do that, then they're going to slide their line and pick him up because he's.
It sounds like you're saying it doesn't matter. It sounds like you're saying you would rather pay $35 million to have a quarterback get hurt and waste more money. I don't understand. I really don't understand. You know this team's not built to win, and you know Cam won't get hurt, but you're still saying we should have kept him here. You don't want Cam to be successful. Excuses? You want Cam to lose. I'm confused. It's a 1 yard. Oh, Cam throws it to Edelman to the 1 yard line. Yeah, what it seems like to me is that you just want Cam to lose. You want Cam to play on the Panthers because you want to play on the Panthers, which is fine. But no matter, the argument always comes back to, do you believe that the Panthers would win games? Do you believe we win games over the next 2 years if we sign Cam to a franchise quarterback deal? And your answer is no. Do you believe we're a playoff team, a playoff run team? Well, this is the same as that look from before. Now he runs it, touchdown, 20, probably 30 to 34, I'm guessing. Oh, 35. They're probably just going to go for one here. Keep it a 5-point game. Make it a 5-point game. But yeah.
And we'll kick the extra point to make it a 5-point game.
Yeah, sort of a quarters defense where.
Do you not understand that you pay Teddy Bridgewater less money? It sounds like you think that Cam would have accepted the same deal we offered Teddy Bridgewater. And that's just not the case. And it also sounds like you're saying that I believe we should have kept Teddy Bridgewater. We should have signed Teddy Bridgewater. I have never, when we signed Teddy, I said, I guess it's okay right now, but I said at the time, I would have just rolled to the season with Kyle Allen. I didn't like signing Teddy Bridgewater. I thought we should have just went ahead and just kept Kyle Allen. because I thought we were going to lose. I thought we didn't have a good O-line, and the defense wasn't going to be good regardless. The team was not built to win. It sounds like you're saying that I believe the team should have paid Teddy what they paid Teddy. I think, and I've said this, and I said this months ago, the team should have rolled with Kyle Allen and not paid anyone. But yeah, if don't put words in my mouth like I said we should have signed Teddy. I never said that we should look for Teddy. I never said the team should go after Teddy. I always said that we should have just gone ahead with Will Grier and Kyle Allen and just do what we did, do what we're gonna do.
2016.
It's only one guy back.
He's sure looking good right now. Yeah, the problem is we're not talking about right now. When you pay someone $35 million for 4 years, you don't care about the first 2 games of their deal. I don't care about how Cam's playing right now. If I'm paying him $35 million a year for 4 years, I'm worried about the longevity of that contract. Yes, he looks good right now. Yes, he looks straight right now, and I hope he's healthy. I hope he's healthy for the next 10 years. My only problem is when you put up $100 million plus, $120, $130 million, you have to convince someone that you believe that Cam Newton can stay healthy consistently for 4 straight years. And no one has said yet that they believe Cam can stay healthy consistently for 4 straight years. Y'all want to tank so bad? Who said that? I don't want to waste money.
And are they going to let Russ cook? Are you putting the ball in his hands in this kind of situation and letting him drop back and throw the ball?
I don't want to waste money.
Are we going to try and run
why would you want to pay Cam $35 million a year to lose anyway? Why not let him go to a situation where he can actually win? What up, Kelly?
So Carson did not want to go
I'll catch you, Caleb.
out of bounds and stop the clock, but the clock's going to stop at the 2-minute warning anyway. Gain of 6. It'll be 2nd and 4, the 2-minute warning.
But yeah, it's whatever. I mean, it's not a really big deal.
Here's number 1.
I mean, the argument was the dude's whole argument was you pay Cam just to pay Cam. He never said that we thought we would win. Not a single time did he say, I believe this team wins with Cam. I believe we go to the playoffs. I believe we are a playoff run team. He said, he basically said, get rid of DJ and get rid of Curtis. He said, we need new wide receivers anyway. Doesn't care about paying them. Never said whether we can pay Cam and C-Mac at the same time. So I'm assuming he's saying you pay Cam and you don't pay C-Mac. Maybe that's what he's saying. Then you have to worry about the O-line. I don't know what dude's argument is, but when the whole point of someone's argument is you pay a guy because of emotions, you bet $130 million on 4 years of health, and you're using and your evidence for why it was a bad idea to let a guy go is 1.5 games.
Thinking about the timeouts here.
I mean, I don't know.
When in these key moments, when you need one play, whether it's on 2nd down or 3rd down, a lot of times this is when Russell Wilson,
bro, we wasting money. So your solution for wasting money is wasting more money? Doesn't matter.
Saves it for these key moments, though.
I feel you.
Carried it 5 times tonight for 39 yards. Here's Carson. Cannot get there, but it's going to set up a 3rd.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. There's Panthers fans and there's Cam fans. Letting Cam go was a good decision. I don't think signing Teddy Bridgewater was the best decision because we could have saved even more money down the road. I think you just go ahead and rock with Kyle Allen. We weren't going to be a playoff team regardless this year. So I don't know why. I think we only signed Teddy and Robbie Anderson to test out this Joe Brady offense. Cam does not accept a short-term low money deal from the Panthers. He accepts what he did from the Patriots because one of the Patriots, and 2 because it was a month ahead of the season, and there was no offers coming in.
Here we go with this thing too, though. This is the moment. typically when they need to play, they like to go to that left side behind Upati and Dwayne Brown. But
who wins this year? Probably
And now you got a time
high key.
taken by
I can see these
Seattle.
Seahawks winning. If everyone stays healthy, I can see the Seahawks winning. I would not be surprised to see the Seahawks win the Super Bowl. Yeah.
And the second to
Would
look
not
at
be
some
surprised
upcoming
at all
action for these
if the
teams.
Seahawks won.
You got the Raiders going to Foxborough, then they go to Kansas
Whoa,
City.
wait,
Denver
an
comes
NFL
home
record for
to
Cam?
Foxborough.
Passes
Flying
Otto
San
Graham,
Fran.
Jack Kemp,
It's
Steve McNair, and
Dallas
Steve
here
Young
and at Miami
for most
Seattle.
multi-rush
Against
touchdown
Minnesota, we're
games
back
by
here
a
3 weeks
quarterback.
on Sunday
He
night.
had 8, yeah, of course.
Interesting thing about Seattle's schedule, they have 3 Pacific games, Pacific time zone games because of the division. The other 5 games are all in the East, and 4 of the 5 are at 10 a.m. body time, 1 o'clock in the East.
They don't pick this up. Can't imagine them going for it on 4th down. Can you?
No, I can't. 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 for the Seahawks. He throws it deep. Far right side, just overthrows Tyler Lockett. Looks for a flag. That's not coming in.
Doesn't get one. How about that call?
Oh yeah. Well, I gotta see Lamar play well in the playoffs. Yeah, the Ravens look good in the regular season. I have no doubts the Ravens will be monsters in the regular season. The problem is how will they look when they get to the playoffs? I have not seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet.
And now, here we go with
I haven't seen it
Cam
yet.
Newton and a chance to play Tom Brady. This is going to be amazing.
I would say the Saints, but my boys in the black and white, they're gonna do some work for me. My boys in the black and white, they're gonna put in some work, and they're gonna make sure these Saints do not touch or sniff a Super Bowl. The Saints have a good chance of doing it. The Saints have a serious chance of doing it. But my boys ain't gonna let it happen.
With the Panthers.
My boys ain't gonna let it happen. Not now, not never. You feel me?
Which I think was as much sort of a
They won't allow it.
mistake, throwing that quick out to the wide side of the field. But now you need to generate pass rush. But are you willing to bring Jamal Adams out of
Saints
the
got beat by
secondary?
2 perfect, amazing, professional calls from the referees. Never seen a better called game than those in back-to-back years.
8 yards back of the line of scrimmage.
It is what it is. Cam surveys the field. Looks like he wants to check down. Says, no, I don't do that anymore. I'm not in Carolina anymore. I'm not checking it down. I'm throwing it to N'Keal Harry up the middle or up the right hash. It looks like up the seam. Connects with, I think it was N'Keal Harry. This is a weird flanker position right here. Obviously, he's blocking. Jump pass to the right side of the field to a tight end. Izzo, yeah, that's his name. Izzo catches one for about 4 or 5 yards. Play clock is stopped. New England does have 2 timeouts. They are moving down the field. Imagine if the Panthers had this offense, this defense, this coaching, this consistency in the front office and ownership. Just imagine what Cam could do on the Panthers if the Panthers had any single one of those things. If we had any of those things, we'd be good. Cam looks over the middle, throws an absolute laser to N'Keal Harry. Didn't see Tom Brady do that last year. Tom Brady could not find N'Keal Harry at all. Him and Cam have found some kind of rapport. They look good. Throws up the scissor sign. Not sure what that means. Never mind, let me stop my family channel. From the 48-yard line of the Seattle Seahawks, throws the ball 20 yards down the field. It is a little bit too short. He is laser focused on N'Keal Harry. Kind of strange.
With 49 seconds.
You know, this really is not a deep wide receiver.
Public opinion?
And you can almost
it's been pretty good. He won last week. It was questionable if he play the Dolphins. If he leads this Patriots team to a win right here, if he leads them on a touchdown, game-ending, go-ahead drive, 49 seconds left at the 50-yard line with 2 timeouts, you're gonna see only Cam Love. Cam runs up, lowers his shoulder, gets to the 34, 35-yard line. You probably call a timeout here. Only 10 seconds off the play, off the game clock. Russell Wilson looks,
of course, does them no good.
I don't know, not angry.
The ball is at the
He doesn't look angry. Looks confused.
It's almost automatic when you try and play deep coverage with those safeties coming back, whether they come up in alert position
was
or
that
not,
deep coverage?
It just doesn't.
Yeah, their first step was backwards. Yeah, they were running what looks to be a cover 2. I thought the Seahawks were a cover 3 only team, but actually, nah. They looked like they were in cover 2. I thought they just stayed in cover 3 all game.
Well, this is when you miss the crowd.
But that was like just sticks though. They didn't really go backwards a lot. That was kind of like a buzz from both safeties. Their first step was backwards, but it was like 1 or 2 steps. Damiere Byrd's in the game right now. Damiere Byrd and Cam Newton know each other. I don't know about a rapport, but they could do something.
Newton is thrown for 367 yards. Patriots with 1 timeout.
Okay, Cam on the Seahawks 39-yard line. In the shotgun, stares left, looks right, throws the ball up, launches it, just overthrows Edelman. A flag comes in. Wait, is this going to be pass interference? Did Cam get gifted one? It's only 3 seconds coming off the game clock. Bro, well, impeding?
Pete's going to say, of course, it's uncatchable, but maybe
oh no, okay.
Because of the interference.
Wait.
Here's Rolstead.
His mic's off. Whoa, but you can see from his hand motions, it's pass interference on the defense. First down, probably spot of the foul. When does it happen? It's Amadi on Julian Edelman. Edelman in the slot. He was in motion. This is just going to be, oh wait, this was at the line of scrimmage. Actually, they might call that, no, they call it later. Wait a second. That looked like holding on the defense at like 6 yards past line. Yeah. The ball's only moved forward 5 yards. It was a holding call. I'm pretty sure. Cam surveys the field, looks to the middle, looks over to the left, finds Julian Edelman. Is the ball out of bounds? No, it's not. The play is still running. The clock is still running. You want to just go ahead and spike this. You do not use a timeout here. You want to get to the line as quickly as possible. Spike it with 15 seconds. You need 15. Wait, they're in the shotgun. They're running a play. No, they're running a play here. I hate this. No. You call timeout there. No. You call a timeout. I thought they were going to spike the ball. Now you only have 2 plays. Before you had a chance at 3 plays. This is an attempt to catch the defense off guard. This Seattle Seahawks defense will not get caught off guard that easily on a hurry up. I thought they were going to spike the ball here. 9 seconds left at the 13-yard line. Trip to the right. Rex Burkhead, I think, is in the backfield with Cam on the weak side. That was a bad play.
You got a timeout left. So
okay, the Seahawks call a timeout here. Both teams get a chance to make a play here. Keep in mind, I'm watching the stream online. So I'm maybe 20 seconds behind.
In this situation with no timeouts, you can't take a sack. You obviously don't want to take a sack here. But if you're Cam Newton, you would also like to have 2 plays. So you don't want to spend all day scrambling around on this first one. You'd rather take 1 good shot. You've got a timeout. You can throw a little dig route. You can throw just about anything on this one. But you can't take a lot of time to do it.
Cheerleading squad on the bench. You can use the whole field here with that timeout.
Look at this O-line block for Cam. Look at this O-line actually protect the quarterback. Imagine the Panthers did that. We should have kept Cam if we had this kind of O-line. Rex Burkhead, still weak side, still 3 receivers to the right side. A pass over the middle, but it's caught at the 1-yard line. You call a timeout right here. You have 1 play, do or die. Do you put the game in I almost said David Newton. Do you put the game in Cam Newton's hands right here? I got to close the chat. I don't want to get spoiled right here. Cam throws a little something. Cam does a little something here. That's crazy. And they cue up the Super Bowl play from a few years ago. I'm not sure how this is actually relevant.
Foxborough. 9 seconds.
Oh, I see this last second touchdown.
Call it in.
Situations here.
Doing it again. What a game. They put one more second back on the clock. It's 1st and goal.
They've got all the linemen in the game. You got to think that they're going to run Cam. They haven't come close to stopping that play except for the one time on the 2-point conversion.
Timeout Seattle. Man, the last time we were here, last year, week 17, 49ers stopped Seattle at the 1-yard line to get the 1 seed and sent Seattle to the 5 seed and on the road in the playoffs.
I'm going to tell you what, if Cam comes back from this deficit, it almost does for him what Russell Wilson's win did for him over New England his rookie year. If he comes back and wins this game,
I accidentally looked at the chat. That wasn't good for me. 3 seconds left. 30-5. 30-35. On the 1-yard line. What's the play though? Then the pistol. They're on the play where they bring in the guy beside Cam on the strong side up. Running back comes up too. Oh yeah, yeah.
And the Seahawks are going to win the game.
Yeah. Not a good situation there. Yeah, not a great play there. Should have done the play action bootleg. I mean, maybe. What happened there was they ran that same look several times in the game. They have pistol strong. They step the guy who's beside Cam up to the line of scrimmage, and then they bring the running back who's behind Cam either beside him or also to the line of scrimmage to block as well. In that situation, they were kind of selling out for a Cam run, but there could have been different looks there. I think you could have done several things, but Bill Belichick really set that up several different times in this game. I wasn't surprised they went that formation and that pre-snap motion. They did that at least 4, 5, 6 different times, at least in the second half. So it could have been better. But then again, we saw that work. We saw that same concept work several different times. So it is what it is. Up the middle, maybe. Bootleg could have worked too. That's a play where I'm okay with the play call. It just didn't work. It wasn't as bad as, you feel me, like a fullback run, or like a weird fade to the back corner of the end zone. You want to run Cam. I would be okay with if that play works, it works. If it doesn't, there may have been better looks, but I think it was a good call. I think it was a good play call. I think it was a good play call. But yeah, Cam lost on the 1-yard line. You do want to see Cam just dive, right? You do want to see Cam dive at the middle. You do want to see Cam use his strength, knock a dude over, jump over a dude. That's what you want to see out of Cam. I can't say I hate the play call, but I do agree there could have been better plays there. And honestly, I just don't like that they hurried up to the line and they lost so much time. Like, I'm not mad that that pass he threw was incomplete, but I'm just mad at they lost 8 seconds running to the line and actually running a play there. They could have spiked it with 15 seconds left and ran 3 plays because they had a timeout as well. They were left with 9 seconds left and didn't look good. But yeah, that was a good game. That right there was a competitive game. That was a competitive game. And that's what happens when you have a actual decent defense, a solid O-line, and it looks like N'Keal Harry isn't as bad as we were led to believe. We were led to believe N'Keal Harry was not good. 8 catches for 72 yards? That looks good to me. Damiere Byrd, 6 catches for 72 yards? That seems pretty solid to me. Julian Edelman, 8 receptions for 179 yards. That looks pretty good to me. The run game is horrible. Sony Michel had 7 carries for 19 yards. Cam had 11 for 47, but he gets 2 touchdowns. Threw 1 touchdown, had a pick. Almost 400 yards. He was 3 yards away from 400. But Russell Wilson had 5 touchdowns. They didn't throw for 300 yards, but he had 5 touchdowns to 5 different receivers. DK, Tyler Lockett, David Moore, Chris Carson, and Freddie Swain. I mean, this Seahawks team is just different. I want to look at the point spread or at Vegas real quick. What did Vegas say about this game? Seattle minus 4.5. Oh my God, Vegas is real. Yo, Vegas is real. They covered. They just covered. In fact, they literally just covered. 45 points though. The line was at 45. That was over though. That was definitely over. Yeah, way over. Way over. Yeah, that was way over. Good game though. Good game. These Seahawks covered, but they were way over the line. Way over. Jesus Christ, Vegas is too real. Hey, Vegas is something serious. A timeout with 23 seconds, I would probably just spike it. The timeout could be used. You want to use the timeout so you can call a play over the middle. If you use your timeout, you're limited to the sidelines. You feel me? You could have used a timeout. You'd have a lot more time, and it wouldn't have been just 19 or 15 seconds. It would have been the full 23. I agree there, but I think saving that timeout keeps more pages in the playbook. You feel me? Holding on to that timeout keeps more pages in the playbook. And against this Seahawks defense, you don't want to limit yourself. You don't want to limit yourself and with the plays you can call, but at the same time, you don't want to limit yourself with the time you have to use those plays. So I can see that going either way. I would rather have seen them. Either way, I would have rather them been a little bit more conservative with that time they had. A little bit more conservative with the amount of time they had. Mediocre the Seahawks defense was, they were pretty good. That man off the juice. Yeah. I mean, complete team. Yeah. What up, baby Zay? Oh, you're a Seahawks fan? That's a tough game. Yeah, that was a tough game. That was a good game. That was actually a really good game. The kind of game I would love to see. The kind of game we would not see if Cam was in Carolina because we don't have the O-line for that. We ain't got the defense for that. Sucks to say. Hate to say it, but we would not see those kind of things out of Cam because we can't provide for Cam, but the Pats can. I was okay with not calling that timeout, trying to catch them off guard. Yeah, I mean, if it worked, I guess that's the thing about, results based. No, I actually called for it before it happened. I said we should have spiked it. I thought they should have spiked it. I understand why they called that play, why they did it, but you lose at least 6 seconds from the time you get to the line of scrimmage, but you also could have had 23 seconds instead of 9. And with 23 seconds, if you call a timeout instead of spiking the ball, that's at least 3, maybe 4 plays. 3 safely, but maybe 4. Maybe 4 if you throw something really fast. Just get to the outside real quick. But yeah, I wouldn't have. I understand why I did it, but I wouldn't have done it. Yeah, Cam looks good. Cam looks good so far. Cam looks very good. Cam looks more than solid. Cam looks very, very good. And I'm glad he has an O-line to protect him. I'm glad he has an O-line to protect him, and he has a defense he can depend on. That's the biggest thing. He has an O-line that can protect him, and he has a defense he can depend on. Oh, hold up. That's a video talking about Cam. Ooh. They gonna hate me for that one. People hate when I do Cam videos. But I'm gonna do one. Yeah. A lot of chances, and you know what? That's a decision right there that I actually respect. Though I actually respect what he did, and I've seen coaches for other teams make bad decisions that I can't respect. That leave me scratching my head. I understand why the Patriots did what they did there. I disagree with it, but I understand it. I've seen other teams make decisions where I'm like, no. There was not a single redeeming factor for what happened on the field at this time and place. But it is what it is. I'm about to get off, though. Yeah, the problem was not Cam. No, Cam was not the problem. You ain't never lied. Cam was not the problem. Cam played great. Cam played great. The Seahawks played great. That was a game where two good teams went head to head, and they went at it. Two good teams went head to head, and we got a good game. We got a very good game. I'm not mad. That was a great game. Win or lose, the fans win. No matter which team wins, the fans win because that was a good game. Yeah, for sure. I have no complaints about that at all. That's what happens when you actually have two talented teams go at it. Anyway, y'all, I've been live for way too long. This changed topics on me. I've been streaming. I had a 5.5 hour stream earlier today. This is a 2.5 hour stream, which means I've been streaming for 8 hours today. That's way too much for me. Way too much. I'm about to get out of here, though. Y'all stay safe. Wash your hands. Cover your face up, man. Stay safe out there, bro. Go to bed. You feel me? Go to bed. All right, y'all. Y'all stay safe out there, and I'll catch y'all later.